of guts and glory. I'll leave my past behind me. We'll write a different story.
Good afternoon, everybody. You're very welcome here to Hyde Park in Roscommon for the 2024 King and Moffat Roscommon Junior Football Championship Final between St. Barry's, bidding for their 5th title in their history, founded in 1916, and Clanagale, founded in 1936, bidding for their 7th title. Excellent conditions here in Hyde Park. There's a slight breeze blowing across the field as we look out, but the pitch is in excellent condition, and we hope that it'll stay that way for the remainder of this afternoon for this intriguing clash. St. Barry's back in the final, Michael Finneran, for the first time since 2007. Clan were here last year. They lost handsomely in the end to St. Michael, so delighted to have former Roscommon player Michael Finneran here, Connacht champion in 2010, of course former Roscommon ladies manager, very successful manager, Michael here for this afternoon. So St. Barry's, you know, they had a slow start, losing a couple of matches, but they've got momentum now, and Clanagale, we all know Clanagale, what they can do in finals. So what's your thoughts on the match today?
Yeah, you're dead right, Ray, all the way through there. It's a funny one. I find it a hard one to predict, and I'll be straight up, Ray, in all my predictions so far in the Junior Championship, I don't know if I got one of them right. It's been topsy-turvy, and they've been very hard to predict. Each time there's quarter-final and semi-final, I did predict Barry's would lose, but they've upset the odds, and like you said, they've got momentum coming into this. So, listen, I suppose the general wisdom would still have to say Clan haven't been here last year, which will stand to them, and they've a settled team, and they're strong all over. We'll say you wouldn't pick out any weak spots in that Clan team, and you just think overall they look that bit stronger. But Barry's have confounded the odds all the way along, and there's got to be something in I suppose one way of putting it is, Ray, we'd love to see first teams doing well, you know, and so from a neutral point of view, you'd probably say you'd love to see Barry's winning it, and there's got to be, I don't care what people say, there's got to be that bit more hunger in the Barry's team. You know, it's such a massive day for their club. It'll be big for these Clan lads too, but you can't overestimate how big a day this is for Barry's. You said 17 years, Ray, since they won it. I think it's a good few lads still involved, which is surprising. It's a fair long span of a career for 5 or 6 of them lads, but what a way it would be for the likes of David Keenan to bookend his club career with a win here. So listen, I'll stick with it. I'd be saying Clan are probably the most likely and better balanced team overall. But
okay, Michael, and thanks for that. Today's live stream is kindly sponsored by Roscommon Town Natives and London Publicans Angus and Thomas Leyden. The brothers own 2 popular pubs in London, the Old Shillelagh and the WB8. Big supporters of Roscommon GA and Club Rossi. The Old Shillelagh is in Stoke Newington, Church Street in Stoke Newington in London, and the WB8 is in 20 Fonthill Road in Finsbury Park in London. So thanks to them. The referees out on the field there is Pádraig Tiernan from Michael's club, St. Dominic's. He's the referee for the Junior Championship Final 2024, and joining him is standby referee Dermot McDermott and linesman Pádraig Kelly. The 4th official is Val Byrne. The umpires will be Jamie Tiernan, Patrick Tiernan, Daniel Tiernan and Brendan Healy. The 3 Tiernans, of course, from St. Dominic's, and Brendan Healy, well-known referee from St. Faulius, is the last of the umpires. Both teams in huddles at either end of the field. St. Barry's over to our right, the graveyard end. Clan down here. We'll give you the 2 teams now, and in goals for St. Barry's is Oisin Folland, and it's Nathan Byrne, Pádraig Halpin and Dean Rogan, full back line. Emmett Burke, Trevor Murton and Killian Campbell, the half back line. Aidan O'Boyle and Shane McGarry midfield. David Keenan, Owen Diffley and Fiacre Levy, half forward line. Top of the right, Kieran McManus. Emma Conroy, full forward, and Cian Quinn is top of the left. Clan have 2 changes from the named team on the programme. Declan McManus starts in goals. It's Cian Gavin, Darry Egan and Oisin Rock in the full back line. Rory Colgan, Evan Quinn, Luke Gavin in the half back line. Then it's Graham Pettit will be partnered by Sean Fallon in the middle of the field. Jason Mulvey, Cian McManus and Gavin McManus make up the half forward line. Cian Fallon, Tomas O'Neill and Rian McNamara make up the full forward line, as we're told it'll 2 minutes to Aran Naveen here in Hyde Park. Clan have come into this final having defeated Roscommon Gaels just last week in the semi-final, and before that they beat St. Aidan's in the quarter. St. Barry's had a great win over Strokestown, their local rivals, in the quarter, and of course a big win against Ballinameen in the semi-final. We can't let the moment go, Michael, by saying it's been a tough few weeks for both clubs. You know, St. Barry's losing Ollie Hanley, you know, very well up in St. Dominic's, and of course late John Naughton. So really tough for both clubs in an approach and build up to the county final. Yeah,
a lot of emotion involved on both sides, I suppose, with those great football men, both of them, and big figures in their communities. And I suppose another thing to mention there in the build-up, because of that funeral 2 weeks ago, I suppose Clan's semi-final was only a week ago, which is it has to be a factor. They've only had a week of a lead-in. Barry's have had an ideal lead-in, I suppose, of 2 weeks. Maybe might be a slight factor, but overall I'm still leaning towards Clanagale here.
Yeah, so we remember both John Nocton and Ollie Honley. Ollie was a member of St Barry's for so many years, and a junior championship medal winner with St Barry's in 1996. And so we remember both of them in the run-up to this final. So referee there, Pádraig Tiernan, your clubman there in Knockcrockery, St Dominic's, is the referee. Declan McDermott and Pádraig Kelly, his linesman, waiting patiently in the middle of the field. And both teams going through their final preparation, the final pep talks here in Hyde Park. And St Barry's last won in 2007, as we said before. They also won in 1969, 1998 and 1996. And St Clanagale, 1940, 1954, 84, 40 years ago this year, 1997, 2011 and 2020. So we have the national anthem. Chris Burke from the St Barry's GA Club is about to sing Aran Naveen here in Hyde Park for this 2024 junior final. Great rendition of Aran Naveen by Chris Burke. He's number 27, a sub in the St Barry's team, and he'll hope that he'll be back up those steps in maybe an hour and a half time to collect the Junior Cup, Michael. But a great version from a substitute. Rarely do we see a sub or a member of the team sing the national anthem.
Yeah, I was just thinking that's a novel one. I've never seen that before. Fair play to the young lad for stepping up. It would have been an easy thing to say, oh no, I'm talking out today, but fair play to him. And listen, lovely moment for him and his family, I'm sure.
Yeah, so we look out on the field there. We see the Clan are defending the Graveyard, the hospital end here in Hyde Park. Barry's will defend the town end in the opening half. So I'm sure, like any final, the first 10 minutes, Michael, are going to be vital.
Key, and especially if you're underdogs, Barry's, you just need to get a foothold in the game. Okay?
So Pádraig Tiernan about to throw the ball in here for the junior final. It's Shane McGarry, Aidan O'Boyle up against Graham Pettit and Sean Fallon, and Graham Pettit has the ball. There's a tussle on the ground already. Stalemate. Referee says play on. Will he throw the ball up? No, too much holding on to the ball too long there. It's a free for Clanagale. Graham Pettit to take it. He's looking up to see he's going to go long. He slips as he kicks it in towards the full back line, and that's a good win there for Trevor Murtagh, the centre half back, and the captain leading by example, getting the ball up now to his midfielder Shane McGarry, out to David Keenan now. Big moment for David. So much success in his career at Roscommon. All-Ireland minor winner in 2006. Connacht Senior Championship winner in 2010. Michael's former teammate. This is Graham Pettit now once more for Clanagale on the attack in the opening stages here in Hyde Park in the junior final. Plays it down here towards the left, full forward situation. This is Tomas O'Neill. He skips it, passes marker, goes for it from the outside of the boot as Pádraig Halpin slipped, but it goes to the left and it goes wide, Michael.
Yeah, decent, good attack from Clan, to be fair to them. O'Neill looks lively. He'll be disappointed with his effort in the end because he manufactured the space very well for himself.
Short kick out by Oisin Folland. It works out well there to David Keenan. First touch for him, really. In anger up against Cian McManus. In the middle of the field to McGarry. Back to David Keenan once more. Plays it across to this side of the field to his Aidan O'Boyle. Aidan O'Boyle. Up the wing, it goes long and in towards the full forward line, but that's a very good take there by the Clan full-back, Darragh Egan, the captain there on that side, gets it at Graham Pettit. So much experience for Graham in the Clan colours over the years. Gets a nice pass up now to Cian McMahon, 60 metres out, drills it diagonal ball out here towards Cathal Shine. First time for Cathal Shine to shine, and he sends it in to the left, and it goes wide. So he's sort of snapshot there, Michael, and 2 wides already for
Two
Clan.
wides and wide on the left both times, but 2 excellent attacks from Clan. To be fair to them, they're kicking that ball in good and early, and they're having rewards from it, but just not making a count on the scoreboard.
So Oisin Fallon gets a good kick out again to Killian Campbell, was on the Roscommon under 20 squad this year, Connacht Championship medal winner for 2024. Gets a pass forward, but it's Clan who have won it back, and they can come on the attack now with Gavin McManus. Gavin McManus takes a solo, shadowed there by Dean Rogan. Gets it out now to Graham Pettit, very prominent in the early stages. Graham Pettit offloads it to Sean Fallon. Another high ball in towards Shine, and it's good play there by Trevor Murta. Yeah, he took him 2 bites of the cherry, but he got there in the end. Sends a good pass up towards the St. Barry 65-metre line, and a chance for Owen Diffley to get on the ball. This is Owen once more taking the return pass. St. Barry's yet to have a meaningful attack in these opening 3 minutes here at Hyde Park, as David Keenan once more takes the pass up towards McGarry, takes the return pass, dinks it up the line, and it goes out of play, and it's gone off a St. Barry's player. It's gone off Cian Quinn, and it's a line ball there for Cian Gavin. So the 2 Cians up in direct confrontation. The referee not happy. I think the kick was taken maybe from inside the field of play. So Porry Tiernan laying down the law very early there to Cian McManus. So a throw in. Shane McGarry is in there. Graham Pettit is in there. Shane McGarry gets the ball, goes down under pressure from Cian McManus. Referee gives the free to Shane McGarry, just 18-year-old student. And there's a run being made up the right half-forward side of the field to Cian Quinn. Got the first score in the semi-final against Ballymena to Shane McGarry once more. So St. Barry's now have a chance with Aidan O'Boyle to bring the ball forward to Dean Rogan. Dean Rogan to Killian Campbell once more, taking on Jason Mulvey. Still Campbell on the attack, reaches the 45, and the referee blows his whistle. Free for St. Barry's, no advantage accruing, so Cian Campbell decides to take the free and kick it back down the field towards Fiacre Levy. First touch for him. Now to Aidan O'Boyle once more. St. Barry's on the attack. Still waiting for the first score here. 4 minutes played in this King and Moffat Roscommon Junior final. St. Barry's on the attack once more of Fiacre Levy, the 24-year-old. Oh, that's fact, it's Nathan Byrne. First touch for Nathan. So St. Barry's holding on to possession, trying to prise open this tightly packed Clan defence. Shane McGarry once more. Nathan Byrne is beside him if he needs him, but it's Killian Campbell takes up possession. So St. Barry's patient in the build-up, looking for the gap, looking for somewhere to kick the ball, Michael, but they're very patient, hanging on to possession.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, and they have plenty of lads up in the full forward line, but they're just inside. They don't seem to be able to get free of their markers to show for a good kick pass. It's a fair contrast in the attacking styles actually, because Clan have Cathal Shine posted right up near the goal as a target man, and the other corner forwards are playing off him. It's a more fluent movement for Clan when they get to attack.
So David Keenan, Owen Diffley, Killian Campbell once more. Can he inject a bit of pace, acceleration to slice through this defence? He does. Good play by Campbell. The first real menacing run from him in the game. Gets his pass away to Emmett Burke. He takes a shot right footed. Is it going to tail in? No, it doesn't. It goes out to the right and wide. But there you saw the pace of Campbell. Yeah, he took on his men. He got past 2 or 3 men, made a bit of space for Burke, but it's about a foot to the right in the post.
Yeah, every time he's got on the ball so far, he's looked very sharp. All right, he's broken past that first defender a few times, and he's their best attacking weapon so far in the game.
He's got the pace to get past defenders, and that's where St. Barry's will, I'm sure, try to exploit throughout this game. And that punch has gone out of play. It's a line ball for Clan there in the right full back position. Cian Gavin to take it. He's the son of Dennis Gavin, the former Roscommon star, nephew of Enon's. Ball played up towards Cian McManus, son of Eamon Jr., Roscommon star of the past as well. Cian goes down under the challenge from Dean Rogan. Foul. Cathal Shine is calling for it, but it goes short from Cian McManus to Tomas O'Neill now. Into Cathal Shine now. On the loop is Cian McManus. Back to Tomas O'Neill on the 20-metre line. Chance here for Clan to get a free, and there's a tug down of Tomas O'Neill, and he is fouled on the 20-metre line, so it's going to be a free in for Clan, and this should be the first score of the game. Tomas O'Neill to take it. He created the score in chance himself as he was dragged to the ground, and now he's a chance to put the ball between the posts, and that's what he does expertly. The first score of the game. It's taken us over 6 minutes. Tomas O'Neill with the score.
Yeah, fine score, well worked attack again. They won the free, knocked it over. They just looked that bit more fluent than Barry's. That's the only difference. Just a bit sharper up front at the moment, Clonagale are.
Trevor Murtagh wins that kick out once more from Oisin Fallon, loses his football boot. In the process, so he is going to take a bit of time to get the boot back on. And so there we have it. Tomas O'Neill, the first score of the game, over 6 minutes. Michael, your opening impressions?
Slow enough start and as regards the scoreboard anyway. And Barry's haven't really troubled it. They got a shot off on the last attack, all right. They're just a bit slow in the attack, and it's something they'll need to work on, because the slow attacks seem to be feeding into Clonagale's hands. They seem to be very happy with that. They just need to find a way of stretching them, I suppose. The one weapon we've seen so far has been Killian Campbell out there on the left wing. He does seem to be able to cut them open to an extent. And Clan just looked that bit sharper up front. They had 2 misses, Ray. I'd say that they'd probably be disappointed with. They could be 3 up. An okay start, not a great start. Conditions are very good, aren't they, Ray? Like,
excellent,
you couldn't blame
excellent.
Conditions anyway.
So Trevor Murtagh, 32-year-old manufacturing engineer from Erra. He's the player wearing number 6. He's down getting his boot back on, and that's been done. So it's a free out now for St. Barry's. About 35 out from their own goal, taken by Pádraig Halpin. Also a St. Dominic's hurler, Pádraig Halpin. And this is Killian Campbell now in possession. He does well to get away from the clutches of Cathal Shine and pass the ball forward. This is Owen Diffley. Does well to get there ahead of Evan Quinn. Owen Diffley out towards the left half forward there. Fiacre Levy working up that side of the field, taking on Rory Colgan, gets a ball up towards the 20-metre line. And this is a chance now for St. Barry's. Kieran McManus on the 30-metre line. Under a lot of pressure. Gets it back out to Diffley once more. So St. Barry's working it in that left full forward position. They need to get it out of there. So tight. Kieran McManus goes down under the challenge. He's fouled. A free in for St. Barry's on the 20-metre line, about a yard in from the sideline. So suppose their patience paid off, but they were finding it very difficult to get out of that left full forward position.
Yeah, they were, and I'd say Darragh Egan will be disappointed for himself. There was no need to dive in there. Barry's weren't going anywhere.
So Kieran McManus sends it back to Killian Campbell. This is David Keenan now, 60 metres out from the Clan goal. 9 minutes almost gone. St. Barry's in search of their first score, and that's a turnover. Cian Gavin taking the ball from Cian Quinn, and Clan transition into attack at pace, the counter-attack. Cian Gavin has continued his run as Tomas O'Neill brings it up this left half forward side of the field. He skips past Killian Campbell. Good footwork from O'Neill. Gets it to Cian Gavin. He's got his left half back, Luke Gavin, outside him for support. This is back to Cian McManus calling for the ball, but instead it goes to Gavin McManus out to the 45 to Graham Pettit. Still Clan probing, searching for the opportunity to shoot. It might come here from Jason Mulvey. He's taken on his marker, Nathan Byrne. Still Jason Mulvey goes to ground, and there's a turnover ball. The referee has given a free out anyway for over carrying by the Clan man. So good pressure there from Nathan Byrne and the St. Barry's defence, forcing the free, and the ball is played long and direct upfield, up towards the full forward, Emmett Conroy, but it goes past him, and the referee, Pádraig Tiernan, has seen a foul, and it's going to be a free in. He hasn't signalled, but I'm sure it's a free in for St. Barry's. Better there from St. Barry's. Yeah, good. David Keenan got the head up coming out of the fence there. Good kick up the wing, and a foul by the Clan man, So David Keenan on the 45-metre line, plays it inside now to Aidan O'Boyle. Aidan O'Boyle dinks it forward to Emmett Conroy once more, the electrician. Left-footed kick from Conroy. Is that the first score? Okay. No, it's not. It's out to the right of the post and wide. Emmett Conroy with the shot on that occasion, and the score remains Clan a point. St. Barry's yet to register, and the clock tells us 10 and a half minutes almost gone, Michael. Yeah, it was the first time one of their inside forwards got in any bit of a shooting position at all. He was sharp on the turn, in fairness to him, just pulled it wide. A bit better in the last few minutes from Barry's, just a slight bit sharper. Just need to convert them into scores, obviously. But just one thing that we mightn't be seeing off camera each time. But Cathal Shine is definitely staying in deep with maybe Tomas O'Neill out in front of him for Clonagale. And when Barry's are attacking, they're definitely keeping the full forward line, at least 3 lads in and sometimes 4 lads in. So kick out there by Declan McManus out to the middle of the field. Graham Pettit punches the ball, but Killian Campbell picks up the break for the men wearing green and white. Went from Tarmabarry and Scramog, and they're on the attack, left half forward side of the field. Fiacre Levy sends it towards Conroy once more, up against Oisin Rock. Rock gets a fist to it, but Conroy still in charge. Picks it up well. Good defensive work by Oisin Rock and Darragh Egan combined as they turn that ball over, and St. Barry's have been penalised. Free out now for Clonagale and Graham Pettit to take it. So Graham, so much experience for the Clanmen down the years. Left foot a kick upfield. Clan can come on the attack now. Point to them. No score to St. Barry's. 11 and a half minutes gone in the first half. This is the right half forward. Jason Mulvey going long, looking for Cahill Shine. In fact, it's not. It's Rian McNamara. Now it's Cahill Shine being searched for. He goes down and the ball trickles out over the end line and wide. So good defensive work by Trevor Murta. Pádraig Tiernan saw nothing there.
Yeah. Cahill was looking at him, hoping for a free, but I think he had just misjudged it, gone over his head. So fair call by Pádraig in the middle of the park.
Short kick out once more again. Trevor Murta, the target, under a lot of pressure. That's a high-risk strategy, but it's working out well for them. St. Barry's have won every kick out so far when it gone short. This is Nathan Byrne for St. Barry's. Still searching for their first score. This is up the field to O'Boyle. Diffley, rather. This is the left full back now. Dean Rogan. Good run by Dean Rogan. Still has possession. Needs support. It's there for Emmett Burke, but it's turned over by Clan. And good work there by Luke Gavin. Gets it inside now to Evan Quinn for Clonagale, and he plays it across the 20-metre line. So St. Barry's a bit disappointed there again, Michael, to lose the ball.
They will be. I think so far, like, they're doing a lot of things right, Ray, to be honest. They're dropping Dave Keenan back in around the centre-back position, and he's helping them get out all the time. He's always getting on the ball, but they just can't convert it up the other end.
Great work there by Fiacre Levy. Excellent defending.
Yeah,
and he's won his side. Like, that's brilliant play. Tenacious play by Fiacre Levy. He won a ball there that, you know, he was very much the underdog in terms of getting it, but the referee now has brought the ball forward. A bit of ill discipline by the Clanmen in the process of conceding that line ball, and they've been penalised by Pádraig Tiernan. So will the St. Barry's men try for a point from this distance? We'll just see, or will they go short again? Maybe they're bringing up Pádraig Halpin. He got 3 points in the semi-final from free, so this is within his range, you would think. And St. Barry's, it's worth a shot at the target.
Definitely, especially the way the game is going, and scoring chances are few and far between. So if you get one like this, and especially with Pádraig Halpin, he's a fine striker of the ball. Saw him in the semi-final in particular, when conditions weren't fantastic, and he still struck over 3 sweet shots. So this would definitely be within his range, I think.
So Pádraig was man of the match in the semi-final against Ballinameen, the 25-year-old doctor. From St. Barry's, and here he comes to his team. Can he get the equaliser? It's a nice strike. It's floating in, but it's going out to the left, and it's wide. So it's a third wide for St. Barry's. 3 wides for St. Barry's. 3 wides for Clonagale in the opening 14 minutes. But Clonagale have that 1 point on the board, a free in the 6th minute from Tomás O'Neill. Very low-scoring game here in Hyde Park.
Yeah, we're kind of waiting for it to burst into life. Like we could do with a goal or something just to waken these up a bit, because a lot of decent play, but just they're not making it count on the scoreboard.
Declan McManus with the kick out, and that's Fiacre Levy once more. Both defences, you have to give credit to the both defences. Cian Gavin cuts that out as St. Barry's Kieran McManus was trying to get on the ball, but Clan have it once more just outside their 20-metre line, out to the half back line now. Clan come on the attack with that point advantage, of course. Evan Quinn with the ball, almost dispossessed, but it works out okay for Oisin Rock. And Graham Pettit goes down under the challenge from Shane McGarry. Free for Clonagale on the 65-metre line. So we have just under 15 minutes gone. Midway point in the first half. 1 point Clan, and St. Barry's yet to score. And we see there that Cahill Shine has gone out the field now to take this free, so they're moving him out. He's going long with the kick. He's looking for Tomás O'Neill. There's Halpin. Halpin has won it. A good win there by Pádraig Halpin. Gets the ball up to the left half forward side to Fiacre Levy, to David Keenan. Nice pass to Trevor Murta. Good ball up towards Conroy. Goes over his head, but it might work out okay for St. Barry's here. Referee has penalised St. Barry's man for picking the ball off the ground, and that was Kieran McManus penalised as he was about to pull the trigger.
Yeah, he'll be frustrated because the chances to get on the ball in there are so rare at the moment. He'll be frustrated with that.
Gavin McManus for Clan. Under pressure from Killian Campbell. A good turnover again by St. Barry's. Shane McGarry and Killian Campbell doubling up on the Clan men. Okay. So this is McGarry to Levy. This is Kieran McManus now. Back it goes to Killian Campbell on the 45. And now it's his midfielder, Aidan O'Boyle. Back to Killian Campbell. Looks at the post. It's going to drop short in around the small square, but good defending there inside. And Clan have the ball in the full back line. Out to Cian McManus it goes. So really good defending on that occasion by Cian Gavin. Luke Gavin, in fact, for Clonagale, and they have a chance now to build an attack. 16 and a half minutes into the first half. Gavin McManus searches for Tomas O'Neill. He wins the ball. He's been challenged by Dean Rogan. Still Tomas O'Neill in possession, down that right full forward side of the field. He looks at the post. He's going for it. It's going to drop short. Dangerous ball in, and it's going to hop out to the left of the post and wide. So another wide for Clan, 4 wides for them, 3 wides for St. Barry's. Clock tells us 17 minutes almost gone. A point to Clan. Barry's yet to register, Michael Finneran.
Yeah, listen, both teams will be relatively disappointed with their scoring output. They'd have to be, but I think Barry's will be happy to the extent that they've stuck in the game. Whereas, because early on we were saying Clan could have got the first 3 scores, they didn't convert, and it's dried up for them to an extent. Barry's just need to convert their bit. They have a slight bit of dominance now. They're doing well in the middle, but just not making that count on the scoreboard.
Yes, Owen Diffley in possession, captain. Up right full forward, Cian Quinn. Cian. Back it goes to David Keenan, who has an excellent game so far. David Keenan decides to give it back to Cian Quinn, and he's turned over with Luke Gavin. And again, St. Barry's will be disappointed just that.
They're going to have to find some way of unlocking that defence. It looks like they're just hoping for a free. They don't look like they're getting in behind Clonagale at all.
Graham Pettit on the attack for Clonagale. A big crowd from St. Barry's here and from Clonagale over on the terrace side of the field as Clan in search of the second score. Trevor Murtagh, he's tackling Jason Mulvey, still Clan in possession. Cathal Shine on the 45, taking it past Dean Rogan, shrugs away Dean Rogan. Graham Pettis there to collect this. Cian McManus on the burst to take possession. Will he try for a score? He's on the arc of the D now. Good run by McManus, brilliant piece of skill to make the incision. He cut through the centre, and a piece of class there from Cian McManus. And he made that run from way out, came from deep, Michael, and he knew what he was doing, and he had the momentum and the pace to get through the tacklers, and a great score by Cian McManus.
Lots of average play in the last 10 minutes or so, and the game was crying out for someone to take it by the horns like that, and Cian McManus, great score, great individual score. Out
towards Owen Diffley goes the kick out, but out over the sideline. Free to line ball to Clan. Hard to tell what way the wind is blowing. It usually traditionally blows towards the town end here in Hyde Park. Tomas O'Neill, Clan now, it's opening up for them here. Another chance of a score. This is Mulvey, back out to O'Neill, 30 metres out, high kick in towards the post. Is it accurate? It's not. Wide, It's wide. It's gone to the left of the goalkeeper's post and wide.
Is that 5 wides already for Clonagale?
So 3 for Barry's.
Well, that in itself is probably the story of the game. Clan started better and have come stronger the last few minutes, but in between I thought Barry's were on top, but they weren't making it happen on the scoreboard.
There, Graham Pettit once more strong in the middle of the field to win that kick out against the head, if you like. This is now Clan with another chance. McManus looks at the post, almost cut out by Trevor Murtagh, but it works out okay for Gavin McManus, and he has slotted it between the posts. So 2 in a minute for Clonagale to make it 3 points to no score. Almost 20 minutes gone in the first half. But that man Graham Pettit, he's so strong around the middle.
He's very, very solid. Always seems to do the right thing with the ball. A lot goes through him on the Clonagale attacks.
So Oisin Fallon with a very good kick out once more to Killian Campbell. This is now Trevor Murtagh. He's bringing the ball forward up towards David Keenan under pressure from Sean Fallon. Trying to get away from Sean Fallon. Barry's working it down the left-hand side. And Fiacre Levy has McManus inside. And the goalkeeper read the intentions. And he was quick and sharp off his line. Deck to McManus. And he denied Kieran McManus a goal-scoring opportunity there. A bit of a let-off, but great goalkeeping.
Bit of a let-off, all right, yeah. Just the pass was over-hit. Barry just need to get that bit slicker on the ball. That final pass is just not working for them, or else they're running into tackles and getting turned over.
Yeah, so Luke Gavin on the attack for Clan to Evan Quinn. He's shadowed there by Emmett Burke. Now it's Cian McManus once more in the centre of the field. Spreads the play out towards the far side. So Clonagale 3 points to the good. Rory Colgan in possession. Bringing it down to the right half forward side. Clan searching for a fourth. Cathal Shine calls for it. This is Cathal now on the ball. Right footed kick from the man wearing 24. Where's that going to land? It's going to land straight between the posts. Cathal Shine again, showing all his class and skill to dispatch that between the uprights and makes it a 4-point game. So suddenly 3 points in quick succession for Clonagale has given them a nice cushion from their point of view.
Yeah, you could see what Cathal had in his mind well before the ball even came to it. He loves that outside of the boot kind of strike. He struck it well, very high and over the bar. So they've just got a bit of daylight between themselves and Barry's now.
So Barry's need a score. They need someone to step up now to get that ball and send it over the bar to allow them to settle down in the game, but they've been dispossessed once more. Rory Colgan read that pass. He sends it long up towards Shine. Referee has awarded that to Nathan Byrne. So referee Pádraig Tiernan, he did well to call that.
He did. It was a funny one. He could have gone the other way. The two lads ended up in a hip on the ground. It was hard to call what way it should have gone, but he's given it to Barry's way.
Yeah, so Nathan Byrne and Cathal Shine tussling, and Nathan Byrne got the decision. 4 points to Clonagale. St. Barry's yet to register. 22 minutes almost gone in the first half here in Hyde Park. St. Barry's, you would think, need a score. This is Killian Campbell. Can he provide it? He's got the pace to go past players, and he gets past his marker on this occasion. He's held up now. Chance maybe of a shot. Campbell into David Keenan. This is still St. Barry's in McConroy. Out it goes now to Owen Diffley. Is this the first score for St. Barry's? Yeah. It looks good. The umpire raises the flag. Owen Diffley has got the first score of the game for St. Barry's in the 2024 King and Moffat Roscommon Junior final here at Hyde Park. 22 minutes gone. Clonagale 4 points. And thanks to that Owen Diffley score, a peach of a score for Owen Diffley, you might add, he has made it 4 points to 1.
Yeah, just and there was a feeling about the place. I think they were 20 minutes in, and Barry's, as much as they've been competitive in general play, they needed to get on the scoreboard to make sure this game didn't run away from them. So great score.
So Declan McManus out towards this side of the field. Cian Quinn went down under the tackle. The referee says play on. So this is Graham Pettit now in possession for Clonagale, crossing the St. Barry's 65-metre line. There's nobody in a blue jersey inside the 20-metre line, so they have to work it through the hands. Cathal Shine. In it goes to Gavin McManus. Shooting opportunity. Chance of a second point for Gavin McManus. And that's sent in, but that's gone to the left of the post and wide. So 6 wides already for Niall Lennon's team in this opening half, but they have a 4 point cushion. 4 point to 1 cushion. Yeah,
and they might be feeling, though, with all those chances they've had, they might be feeling that they're just keeping Barry's in it, and they maybe should be 5 or 6 ahead.
So kick out by Oisin Fallon once more out towards that left-hand side. Again, it goes out over the sideline. That's maybe the third time it's happened, but it's going to be a line kick for Niall Lennon's team, Clonagale. The Niall Lennon is the manager. Selectors Liam O'Nocton, Emmett Rock and David Flynn, the former Roscommon minor All-Ireland winning captain from 2006. And St. Barry's managers is Collie Clark, selectors Niall Toher, Jerry Fallon and Gabriel Wallace. So Gabriel Wallace, a lot of experience there in the backroom team. That ball goes up the line and out over the sideline once more. For Clan, so it's going to be a sideline kick for St. Barry's down there in their left half back position.
Yeah, poor mistake by Clonagale, and overall the quality has been average, Ray. I think in some parts I would say that's a good transition play by both teams, and Barry's would be happy by how competitive they are in most areas of the pitch. But I'm coming back to the same point, is all I'm seeing is they just need to find something different up front. Killian Campbell is their best bet to open up the defence of Clonagale. That was the first time their last attack actually when they got scored. It's the first time they got Owen Diffley on the ball in an attacking position, so maybe that's something for them to go after a bit more.
Yeah, so Pádraig Halpin's free line ball works out really, really well. This is St. Barry's with Shane McGarry. Space out there on the left for Fiacre Levy now. 20 metres out, well blocked down by the Clan man. And that was the right half back, Rory Colgan, still there for St. Barry's. This is David Keenan now, in towards Emmett Conroy. Keenan continues his run, but Conroy hangs on to the possession. Back out to Shane McGarry. Killian Campbell once more on the 45, trying to find that space, prise open this defence, punch a hole in that defence. And the shot comes in from off the upright from Levy. And it's going to break there for Cian Quinn under a lot of pressure, but he does well, Cian Quinn. He's brought down, and referee has penalised Cian Quinn. He's signalled for a free out, and it looked like a free the other way. But
I don't know what that was for.
Yeah, but unlucky there from St. Barry's. I think it was Fiacre Levy that had the shot, hit the top of the upright. Cian Quinn was alert to it. He won the ball, got away from his man. And St. Barry's are making a change already. So Kyle Cawley, 37-year-old Kyle Cawley, a veteran from St. Barry's championship success of 2007, a fine player. Yeah. And he's in to lend all that experience. And Kieran McManus, the player. So fairness to Pádraig Tiernan, the decision and signal went in favour of St. Barry's.
That makes more sense.
He must be pointing towards the sub. So Emma Conroy with the chance from the 20-metre line. And it just doesn't work out. It goes across the far side and racing after there is Fiacre Levy. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. Out over the sideline. So Kieran McManus is off. Kyle Cawley on. So Collie Clark making that change that you spoke about there in the full forward line.
Yeah, and I think you can see why they're doing it. Kyle Cawley came on in the second half against Ballinameen in the semi-final, made a big difference inside the attacking 45. He's direct on the ball. He's got a bit of pace about him, and that's probably what they need, something to stretch Clonagale.
Yeah, so Kyle Cawley, 22 on his back, and the Barrys have it now, and they're trying to work it through with Keenan to Conroy. Chance of a second score. It opens up for him. Conroy with the left foot, a kick in and over the bar. It goes. Emmett Conroy with the kick from play in the 27th minute. But David Keenan, he saw the danger. He's intercepted.
Yeah.
He created the space from a great run forward. Conroy had space on the left, and he made no mistake.
Yeah,
great score by Emmett Conroy.
Great score. Keenan did very well. And in fairness to Conroy, he's after hitting an awful free kick, and his head could be down after, but he takes his shot on, and it's a great score.
Again, Shine. What a catch we call Shine in the middle of the field. And he sends it low, and it's going to be intercepted here by Aidan O'Boyle. So St. Barry's, now the temperature rising a little bit. You can sense it with the crowd. They're willing on the men in green, but St. Clan with a bit of defending to do now as Killian Campbell brings it forward. St. Barry's have got the last 2 scores. They were 4 down. It's now 4-2. Campbell with the pass to O'Boyle. Opened up for him. He's dragged down on the 20-metre line. And it's going to be a free in. The referee reaching for his pocket. What colour will the card be?
That's close to black card country, isn't it, Red? He's dragged down. Was he dragged to the ground?
It's a decision now for Pádraig Tiernan to make, and we just see, but St. Barry's enjoying a little bit of a purple patchy yellow card.
Yellow card
is the colour for Oisin Rock, and a chance now for St. Barry's to reduce the margin to the bare minimum as we reach the halfway point in this county final. Here comes the kick. In from Diffley and over the bar. Diffley with 2 points. St. Barry's with 3. Clan with 4. And a minute and a half to half time.
Yeah, Clan will be kicking themselves. They had a chance to put more in between the teams, and things have opened up a bit up in front of the goals for Barry's, and they've taken the last couple of chances well, and they've got a couple of turnovers. Momentum is definitely with them. Seeking the kick on now again before half time.
But you mentioned it, Michael, it was a great reaction from Emmett Conroy to slot that point a few minutes ago after missing the free, and it's broken down by McGarry. So Barry's on top now in this game. It's the first time really they've had dominance, and it's an advantage being played by Pádraig Tiernan to St. Barry's. This is Owen Diffley. The right half forward position into Keenan. Keenan has McGarry. Campbell's inside him. Shane McGarry to Conroy. Left footed kick from him. It's in. Is it accurate? It's not. It's out to the right of the post and wide. So it stays 4 points to 3 in favour of Clonagale. A minute to go to half time, but a good spell for the men from Tarmar Barry.
Yeah, definitely is. And I know that was wide, but they're definitely getting shots off now. They're getting into more space in the last 6 or 7 minutes. So that's definitely a big positive for Barry's.
So great catch there by Cathal Shine. Really, rolling back the years there. Cathal Shine, how often we've seen him just fetch those balls in the air for Roscommon and Clonagale. 1 minute of stoppage time has been signalled by the fourth official, Val Byrne. Kick out, there's Shine again. 2 in a row for him. Brilliant. Kicks it low up towards Tomás O'Neill on the 45. Well won there by Halpin. Pádraig Halpin. Brings it up towards Killian Campbell. Did well. Stips retains his footing now. Killian Campbell has Keenan for an option, but decides to go instead to Cian Quinn. Cian Quinn there, under a lot of pressure, gets the ball out there to Fiacre Levy. Can St. Barry's get an equaliser before the break? We've a minute to go now. This is inside now to Aidan O'Boyle on the 45. A chance to shoot, chance for the equaliser. Here it comes. It's in and it's over. Aidan O'Boyle has kicked the equaliser for St. Barry's just before half-time. That's 4 in a row now for St. Barry's.
Yeah, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a bit of swagger about the way Barry's are playing. Diffley got on the ball in the left wing forward position, lifted his head and pinged a good change of play, we'll say, to Aidan O'Boyle, in plenty of space, and took the score well.
It's a brilliant score there by Aidan O'Boyle. 4 now for St. Barry's, 4 for Clonagale. A minute of additional time has been signalled with 45 seconds left. But Cathal Shine has done really well in the last few kickouts. What's this going to work out like? It's Graham Pettit going up. It's broken down to Luke Gavin. This is now Rian McNamara for Clan. Cian McManus. Can Clan get back in front at the break? Cian. He's bringing O'Neill forward. This is Tomás O'Neill. Inside to Luke Gavin once more. Did well to hang on to possession under pressure. Cian McManus calls for the ball. Sends it into the middle. This is Rian McNamara once more. Still a chance here for Clan. Sean Fallon. Can he put Clan in the lead before the break? Here comes the shot from Fallon. It goes in and out to the left of Oisin Fallon's post and wide for a 7th wide for Clonagale in this first half as we approach the half-time whistle. Michael Finneran.
Yeah, I think he needed to settle himself maybe an extra step there. I think some of those Clan wide, they'll be saying they maybe snatched at shots a bit too much.
So Pádraig Tiernan calls to the ball.
Yeah.
It's even Stevens at half time. St Barry's 4 points, Clanagale 4 points, and this has been a game that has been slow to get going,
Yeah.
but it has got going. The last 10 minutes of this first half, Clan led by 4 points to no score until Barry's got their first score on the 20th minute, and then St Barry's had their purple patch in that last maybe 6-7 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, Ray, we were in danger of having a really poor game there for a lot of it. But the last 10 minutes, I think with Barry's beginning to find their feet in front of the goalposts, the game has, and the pace along with that has risen throughout the pitch. So the game has improved, and there's a bit of a better buzz about the place, a bit of a better atmosphere now with the way that game, that half finished. Clanagale, with all their chances early on, they'll be kicking themselves. But to be fair to Barry's, I think in general play, Ray, they had enough ball. It was just they needed to find the keys to the door at the far end, and they couldn't find them at all for 20 minutes. But things have opened up now, so it sets up a really good second half.
Absolutely, 4 wides for St Barry's in the first half, 7 for Clanagale. Niall Lennon won't be happy with that. Could that be the difference in the end? Could that be a big factor, Michael? The shooting there for Clan and for St Barry's.
Yeah, it could be a big part of it. For Barry's, could they even get the space to take the shot, which has opened up for them in the last few minutes. Maybe that oftentimes happens in games. Defenders are always tighter earlier on, and then when tiredness sets in, maybe forwards get a few, maybe an extra yard or so and get that space. But that's happening for Barry's, and I do think, you're right. Clanagale will be kicking themselves over those wides. They'll probably tend to be constructive about it. I'd imagine they'll just talk about taking a bit more time on the ball in front of goal. They're just rushing some of them. Maybe they need to take an extra pass. They just snatched at a couple of shots when they didn't really need to, you know what I mean? So I thought overall Clan's attacking play was better, just for the finishing, but they were able to create chances that bit easier. Barry struggled for 20 minutes, but then in fairness, you got to say, David Keenan gets on an amount of ball for them, and maybe in fairness to management, maybe it was a move from them after about 50 minutes. I think he moved further up the field, and so his influence in the game higher up. Diffley came into the game as well. He's a big player for them, and obviously Conroy kicking that point. It's well balanced, and listen, beforehand, what did I said? I was leaning towards Clan. It'd be hard to call it now.
Yeah, it's anybody's game. 4 points apiece at half time. It's even Stevens. Clan had a good patch. Barry's had a good patch. We'll give you the scores. Cian McManus got a great score from St Barry's, arguably one of the best scorers of the game. He ran from deep and cut through the centre. Gavin McManus has a point as well. Carl Shine has a point and got a great score. And Tomas O'Neill, he kicked the first score of the game, a free in the 6th minute of that opening half. St Barry's had to wait to almost 20 minutes to score, and that was Owen Diffley, a great point from play. He also scored a point in the 28th minute to make it 4 points to 3. And we're just seeing some footage here as Emmett Conroy got a great point from play in the 27th minute, and Aidan O'Boyle stepped up from the midfield position in the 30th minute to level the scores at 4 points apiece at half time. So we just see some action just before we go to the break. This is St Barry's in replay mode.
This is their first score, wasn't it?
Yeah, Owen Diffley with the kick. His team needed that one. That was the one that they needed. You said, Michael, they were 4 points down and they weren't converting they weren't translating their territory into scores. And that was the first one they needed to settle into the game. This is another score now for St Barry's, as we see here in the build-up. Emma Conroy, he missed a free just a few moments before this. And look at this for class. Left-footed kick. And made no mistake.
It wasn't the easiest of shots to take on after having that miss, in fairness to him. A great kick.
Just like McManus at the other end. Cian McManus, a great score. And as you said, Michael, the free that he missed, he might have been played on his mind, but it didn't at all. And this is a great free here from Owen Diffley as well to send it between.
4-3 after that,
Yeah, so that was 4-3. And then the score that made it level, it was Aidan O'Boyle that got it just before the break. A lot of space, a lot of time, and sometimes maybe, Michael, you don't need too much time or too much space, because then it might delay. But Aidan O'Boyle made no mistake. A fine kick by Aidan O'Boyle. That was the 4th point for St Barry's, and that levels it up at half time. St Barry's 4 points, Clanagale 4 points. We're no we're not any closer to finding
Yeah,
out who's
we're-
going to win the
we're
trophy
exactly
in
where we were
2020.
at the
It's brilliant
start,
for
yeah.
the listeners wherever in the
Yeah.
world you're watching. If it's in America, if it's in Australia, Great Britain, anywhere else in Ireland, you're very welcome. Hope you're enjoying the game. It's 4 points apiece. It's right in the Milton pot. We
Yeah.
can't wait for the second half. So we'll take a break for a few minutes and we'll be back to you for the second half action after the break. So join us then to find out, will it be number 7 for Clan in the Junior Championship Stakes in County Roscommon, or will it be number 5 St. Barry's? We'll find out in probably an hour's time. So join us then.
Okay, people, brace yourself.
At the start of the end, here comes your white knight. Got a foot on the edge, looking over the ledge, and everything will be just fine, turning inside out, falling out of time. If it's the final story, it's death and glory, and tomorrow the sun will rise and we'll start over again. We'll write a different story. Start over again. A tale of gods and glory. You gotta put up a fight or fade away. When it's all coming towards you, backed into a corner, it's time to find a way. Don't back down.
And you're welcome back here to Hyde Park as St Barry's are about to take the field for the second half of this King and Moffat Roscommon Junior Football Championship Final of 2024. This stream brought to you in association with the Leyden brothers from Roscommon, the owners of the Out Shillelagh and the WB8s in London. Just before the second half starts, we'll give you news on the Win at Home in Kildare draw. It's the prize is an incredible 2-bedroom property in Station Walk Development in County Kildare. And the draw will take place at the end of the 30th of December 2024 at the Hodson Bay Hotel in Athlone. It'll be broadcast live on Facebook. And it's again a wonderful prize. 15,000 tickets available at €100 each. So it's a brilliant venture again by Club Rossi, Roscommon County Board. And this fundraising momentum is for the Dermot Early Centre of Excellence, which is to be built in Roscommon. So great cause, great prize. And the added bonus is that anyone who has already entered this draw or who enters between now and midnight tomorrow night, the 20th of October, there will be a draw to win 2 nights B&B with the dinner as well, added in, at any of the Hodson Bay hotels in Dublin, Galway or Athlone. So the Hodson Bay, the Sheraton Hotel, the Dublin Hyatt, and they have the Galway Bay Hotel as well. So there we have it. There's a brilliant draw, Michael.
Yeah, and fair play. Listen, it's part of the game, part of what we need to be doing in the county to stay competitive. Like that, what the money's going towards, that the training centre. It's massive. It's massive for county teams in particular, but I suppose that feeds all the way through to club teams as well. But yeah, huge, and it's not, money isn't easy got. But Roscommon, in fairness, and Club Rossi have been very good at coming up with these fundraisers. Yeah,
so there we have it. Both teams back on the field now. It's 4 points apiece. And where will the destination of the Junior Championship be for 2024? Will it be back up in Johnstown, in Drum and Clonown, that part of South Roscommon, or will it go towards Scramogue and Tarmanbarry in the east of the county? So referee Porrick Tiernan about to throw the ball in. We'll tell you of any substitutes in a moment, but 4 points apiece. It's delicately poised here as Porrick Tiernan waits for all the substitutes and mentors to leave the field. The ball is thrown in and we're off in the second half. Again, Graham Pettit gets his fist of that as Sean Fallon takes up the possession for Clanigale. Evan Quinn now, left-footed kick upfield. Clan on the attack in search of the lead score in this second half. Back to Graham Pettit once more. Had a great first half in the middle of the field for the men in blue. Out towards the left half forward side of the field. It's opening up out there for Clan. Maybe a chance of a score here on the 30-metre line. Luke Gavin sends it back out the field to Cian McManus. Now it's back out to Graham Pettit. Good defence by St Barry's, repelling that Clanigale attack, but Clan come again out towards this side of the field to change the point of the attack towards Rian McNamara. Nice touch by him to Sean Fallon. Picks it up at the second time of asking. Under a lot of pressure from David Keenan. Now Clan have the chance. O'Neill with the kick. He sends it in left-footed, and there is the lead score for Tomás O'Neill and for Clanigale. A great point by Tomás O'Neill. It puts his team back in the lead here in Hyde Park. 5 points to Clan, 4 points to St Barry's.
Yeah, Barry's looked like they were defending well, but they left O'Neill in way too much space. So
kick out now is short and it's malfunctioned. St Barry's in a bit of trouble here. This is O'Neill once more to punish, and he sends it in, and that has gone over. So St Barry's punished there for a malfunction in the kick out. And Tomás O'Neill, alert to it, picked it up, and there's 2 scores for Tomás O'Neill inside 30 seconds.
Probably a needlessly risky kick out for Barry's to attempt. We see Cathal Shine has gone back in. He was involved in that turnover. He's gone back in full forward from the start of the second half.
So Oisin Fallon gets a good kick out now to Killian Campbell. Killian goes up on the sole run left-hand side of the field. This is now David Keenan with possession. Nice pass by David Keenan forward to Kyle Cawley. Back to Fiacre Levy once more. Fiacre to Killian Campbell. Working in along the end line. Can he engineer a score here? He's created the space and the angle, and it's a great score by Killian Campbell. Just the response that Collie Clark's team required, and it makes it 6 points to 5.
Great score. He was involved in that attack from out around halfway. He carried it a long way and kept going, got on it again. Great score. As we said, he's probably their best weapon to stretch Clanigale, and he started really well into the second half, and they needed that after conceding the first 2 scores.
So a blistering start to the second half by Clan and Tomás O'Neill, but Killian Campbell has responded. Again, Cathal Shine goes high in the air and catches his third fine catch of the game so far to Rian McNamara. Looks up, sends a high ball in towards O'Neill. It's in the air a long time. Halpin gets a fist to it. This is breaking out here to Cian McManus. Going out, and he's in space. It's inside of the field. Will he go for his own scoring? No, he kicks it across its face. A goal, a dangerous ball. There is Diffley with the touch, and it goes out over the end line. That should be a 45, I'd say. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Came off Owen Diffley at the end, and the umpire quite correctly awards the 45 there to Clonagale. A dangerous ball in, Michael.
Yeah, it was a good ball in, and I thought Halpin did well, in fairness, to get up for, or was it Diffley?
Diffley got the final touch there.
Diffley got the final touch. And just after I saying to you, Carl Shine, that the Clan had put him back in the edge of the square, he comes out and wins another kick out. You said 3 times he's done that now, so they're swapping things around.
Short pass there by Graham Pettit to Jason Mulvey, and has that worked well? It has indeed. It's worked really well. Jason Mulvey and Graham Pettit combining for an excellent score, and Clan have really upped the ante here, Michael, in the opening stages of the second half.
Yeah, things are moving faster. Like I think we've 4 points inside, less than 4 minutes in the second half, and we were waiting 20 minutes for the same amount of scores in the first half.
Yeah, good kick out there by Fallon. Goes long this time. Keenan goes down on the ball, but it's won by Clan once more. They've got the momentum now. Evan Quinn with the left-footed kick pass, but it goes too high. Well read by Pádraig Halpin. He brings the ball out past the 45. He's going on a solo on the far side of the field to Diffley. Halpin continues his run from the full-back position. Takes a pass. Luke Gavin. Still Pádraig Halpin. Left-footed kick inside, but it's easily read there by Cian McManus, showing all his experience to take up that position and collect that ball as Graham Pettit sets off down the field once more. Graham Pettit shadowed there by Aidan O'Boyle. Still Graham Pettit with possession. To Rian McNamara on the 45. This is now Jason Mulvey. Jason Mulvey got a good score there after the in the first half. Still Jason Mulvey trying to cut inside, but really good play by Dean Rogan. Dean Rogan, and a free out now for Trevor Murtagh. So excellent play there by Dean Rogan.
Yeah, very good defensive play.
So the kick out goes out towards Aidan O'Boyle once more. St Barry's need a response. They're 7 points to 5 down, and O'Boyle sends it up towards Cian Quinn out in front of his marker there. That's Cian Gavin. Quinn offloads it once more. So still St Barry's to Cawley on the 13, goes down under the challenge. Still Cian Cawley. He's shadowed there by 3 players, gets the ball away, but only as far as Graham Pettit, and Clan can transition into attack once more with Gavin McManus, and Clan bringing the ball upfield. A foul there by Killian Campbell on the Clonagale man. So it's in fact it's a free for St Barry's.
Libertarian, he's saying, yeah.
So Killian Campbell made his presence felt there, and this is St Barry's now with Fiacre Levy. Had a very good first half down that left hand side of the field. He's looking up, head up, looking for somebody in a green jersey to make a move, but it's not there. David Keenan off the shoulder to Cawley. Keenan continued the run. Cawley, very busy since he was introduced. Back to Fiacre Levy once more. On the 45 is Killian Campbell. Will he try for a score? He's probing, he's taking his time. He's really tackled well by Graham Pettit. This is Trevor Murtagh, high tackle by Graham Pettit, and it's a free in for Trevor Murtagh just outside the 45-metre line. And St Barry's might call up Pádraig Halpin to kick this once more.
Yeah, again, it's happening when Clan have numbers back in anyway at all, that the Barry's attack seem to get very slow, and they seem to run out of ideas unless they're given a free, which they manufacture there, in fairness to them. So Halpin will come up and it'll give them a chance to bring it back to a 1-point game. Clan have come out of the blocks fairly quick in this second half, but equally when Barry's get it up there, they do look like, especially with Killian Campbell's point, they do look like they can get a score.
So Pádraig Halpin,
this one though.
Yeah, Pádraig Halpin, he got 3 points in a man-of-the-match performance against Ballinameen. Can he get on the scoreboard here? Out of his hands, it's high, it's travelling in, it looks okay, and the umpires signal to the left and wide. There wasn't much in that, but it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. A 5th wide now for St Barry's. 7 points to 5, the score remains, and the clock tells us 6.5 minutes gone in the second half here in Hyde Park. Conditions excellent for this King & Moffatt Roscommon Junior final of 2024. Clan, of course, defeated finalists in 2023 against St Michael's. Fiacre Henry inspired St Michael's on that occasion. Won that game pretty well in the end as Declan McManus sends it way out the field, landing almost at the other 65. It's tussle for possession on the ground. Who's going to gather it? Clan man goes down. The referee signals that it was picked off the ground by a Clan player over there in front of the terrace. A free for St Barry's, and this is Trevor Murtagh now on the attack. He's going to go long with this one, up towards Cawley. He goes over his head, and it's there for Oisin Rock. He's gone down under pressure. It's a free out for Oisin Rock, and Clan have a chance now to clear their lines.
Yeah, one of the few times they've really gone route one, just didn't work for them. They don't have that kind of Cathal Shine figure inside for them, so it wasn't the type of ball that Cawley would like. He'd prefer one popped out in front of him to run onto. Yeah,
so this is Clan now in the ascendancy. 7 points to 5 they lead in the final. They won 40 years ago this year, the Centenary year. They beat Éire in the final on that occasion. They won the double. And this is Oisin Rock. His dad, Declan, played for Clonagale for many years, winning senior championship medals, as did Cian McManus, his dad, as well. This is Cian on the 45-metre line in towards Graham Pettit. Graham under pressure there now from the Barry's men, Shane McGarry and Owen Diffley, but still Graham uses all his power and strength to break past, but he's penalised by Pádraig Tiernan, who's been very consistent on that rule this afternoon.
He has, in fairness, he has, and that one could have gone either way, to be honest.
So good win by David Keenan, offloads the pass. This is Owen Diffley once more, racing through the centre, ships a heavy challenge, but Clan players bounces off him. This is now a chance for Cian Quinn on the arc of the D. Cian Quinn still left-footed kick by Quinn, and he sends it over the bar. A great score by Cian Quinn. But what about that for a run from Owen Diffley? He took on all comers and he just shrugged off the challenge and laid it on there to Cian Quinn. He got a point in the semi-final. He's got a point in the county final. 7 points to Clan, 6 points to St. Barry's. And we see there at St. Barry's, Collie Clark, the manager, is maybe have another player coming in for them. Wait till see. We'll see in a few minutes.
Diffley gone off? Is he injured? He just gone for some repairs on the sideline, you'd imagine.
He shipped a very heavy challenge there.
Very heavy one,
So the shoulder.
Great catch.
And it's a very good catch there for the Clan man up towards Tomás O'Neill. It bounces again. It's just a measure of how good the pitch is here in Hyde Park. That we're in nearly the end of October and the ball is bouncing high over people's heads. It's a tremendous surface and stadium here in Hyde Park. This is St. Barry's now down the far side with Killian Campbell. He needs support. He's under a lot of pressure. Still Killian Campbell breaks away from 2 tacklers and he wins a free. So Killian Campbell to David Keenan with the free. Owen Diffley. Yes, he shipped a very heavy challenge there as he set up that score for Cian Quinn. 7 points to 6. Very delicately poised here in Hyde Park as we have 10 minutes gone in the second half. David Keenan for St. Barry's. Up towards Emma Conroy. It breaks away from Emma Conroy and the referee, Pádraig Tiernan, has signalled a free in for St. Barry's. David Keenan gets on with the play quickly to Cian Quinn. Wins it in front of his marker. It's Rory Colgan. Offloads the pass to Conroy. The boot came in there. I think Cathal Shine penalised as Emmett Conroy was about to go down on the ball, and it's a free for St. Barry's and a chance of an equaliser here in Hyde Park 10 minutes into the second half, Michael.
Yeah, these frees haven't gone too well from the ones that are what you might call just around the edge of the scoring distance.
So here comes Emmett now. He's got a great point in the first half and he's about now to see can he equalise here for St. Barry's. Here he comes, left-footed kick, it's travelling in high, it's got the distance, it's got the accuracy. Emmett Conroy has kicked the equaliser for St. Barry's. 10 minutes into the second half and St. Barry's are level again with Clan. It's 7 points to Clonagale, St. Barry's 7 points.
Yeah, listen, we're back in a really good game now again. Good score, it has to be said. I think with Barry's, you notice every time Diffley comes into the game, Barry's get on top. He's a big player for them. He's been heavily involved again the last few minutes, and a great score there by Conroy.
So Declan McManus with the kick out. St. Barry's were about to introduce a sub, but it looks like maybe they've changed their mind. Kick out by McManus in the middle. It's breaking on the ground. Referee sees a foul there. Cathal Shine fouled, and it's going to be a free for St. Barry's, just for Clonagale on their own 65-metre line. Cathal Shine to Graham Pettit for the men wearing all blue with that gold trim, and Graham gives it back to Cathal Shine. Still Graham once more. So St. Barry's funneling a lot of players back behind the ball as Cathal Shine looks up. Is he going to send it in long? Trevor Murtagh applies the pressure on Cathal Shine. This is now Jason Mulvey for Clonagale. Offloads it now to Cian Gavin, up joining the attack. Back to Mulvey once more. He's got Rory Colgan out here on his own. So he finds Rory Colgan on the 45, right half forward side of the field for Clonagale. Even Stevens here in Hyde Park, 7 points apiece. Still Clan probing, looking for that space inside that they can exploit, but the St. Barry's have a lot of numbers back, so Clan taking their time, very patient in the build-up. Will they change the point attack? No, they go central in towards this full forward. McNamara offloads it here to Gavin McManus. He's fouled. It's going to be a free in. There's a high challenge there by a St. Barry's player, and it's going to be a free in for Clan on the arc of the D, slightly right of centre, and a chance here for Tomás O'Neill to put Clan back in the lead in the final. 42 minutes it shows on the scoreboard down to our left. 12 minutes gone in the second half. Tomás O'Neill, he's got 3 points already in the game, 1 from a free, 2 from play, and this to put his team in front once more. Here comes Tomás. Left footed kick, delicately kicked in and nicely through the post and over. 4 points for Tomás O'Neill. That's 8 for Clonagale, 7 for St. Barry's, and almost 13 minutes gone now in the second half.
Yeah, nicely worked score there. It was a nice dink pass in and between Rian McNamara and his layoff to Gavin McManus. It was a well-worked free.
Oisin Fowler with the kick out. Well won there by Dean Rogan.
Oh.
Dean gets on with the play quickly, and it's well read there by Keenan. He gets the ball and he sends it forward towards Conroy, but just goes past him, and Clan can recover there with Evan Quinn. Well read by Evan Quinn to Keane McManus, playing very deep now for Clanagale. And this is Oisin Rock, ships a heavy challenge. It's going to be a free out for Clanagale here in the right half back position. The referee holding up the play. There's a substitution on the Clan team. So Jason Mulvey, the number 10, is off, and in comes Ronan Gavin. Again, a lot of experience there, Michael, for Clanagale.
Yeah.
Ronan Gavin replaces Jason Mulvey on the Clanagale team.
Yeah, and listen, we're not quite at the end game yet, but in such a tight game, it could be something like that experience that Clan have to come off the bench. It could be something like that that'll swing this, but it's very tight, very tight. I can't call it either way yet.
8 points to Clan, 7 to St. Barry's. Graham Pettit again winning that ball. Gets it back now to his right half back, Rory Colgan. This is Keane McManus. Shot it there by David Keenan. Still Keane McManus working forward. Reaches the 45. Clan 1 point to the good in the final here. Cahill Shine. Is he going to try his luck from way out? Decides against it. Still Clan probing, and a nice pass inside to McNamara, and he wins his mark. And it was well done there, coolly done by Keane McManus to find Rian McNamara in space on his own. And he now has a free shot at the post for Clanagale to make it a 2 point game.
Yeah, well worked. Even when Barry's are back in numbers, in fairness, Clanagale are able to create scoring opportunities.
So this is McNamara with the kick. He's flighted it in and floated it beautifully over the bar from the mark. And that makes it now 9 points to Clanagale, 7 points to St. Barry's. And we have 14 and a half minutes gone in the second half here at Hyde Park. So the referee, so Barry's making a change. So Kieran McVeigh replaces Fiacre Levy. So Fiacre Levy had a very good game.
Yeah, he was doing well down there on the left wing forward position.
So Kieran McVeigh wears number 19. He started against Ballinameen.
Yeah.
And Fiacre Levy can be proud of his day's work here in Hyde Park in the 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So midway through the second half, 9 points to 7. Kick out by the goalkeeper McFarlane out towards Diffley. He gets a fist to it. Barry's have the possession here with Dean Rogan. Dean Rogan back to his midfielder, O'Boyle, up to Keenan. St. Barry's on the attack again with Diffley, Owen Diffley, out towards the right half forward side of the field. Clan getting numbers back behind the ball. Dean Rogan once more in possession. This is Aidan O'Boyle now on the 45. He's got Campbell this side of the field. He's got Emmett Burke as well. Goes for the option of Killian Campbell. And we see their Clan of 13 men back almost inside their 45 now at this stage. Cutting out the space for St. Barry. So Campbell, can he inject a bit of pace into it here? Decides against taking on his marker, gives it to McVeigh, the substitute. Goes to the legs there of Trevor Murta, but he has time to recover. So Trevor tackled by Gavin Pettit. So this is St. Barry's once more. Probing, looking for the space. And there's no real space there for an exploit.
No, this is in some ways a slight difference between the team. Clan have been better, even against a big defence, at finding a dink pass inside. Barry's don't seem to be able to do that, so they're relying on maybe drawing a free here. Yeah,
so Killian Campbell, again over the far side of the field now. They're trying to look on that side to Trevor Murta. It's been a patient build-up from St. Barry's, but they're not really making any inroads at the moment. So now they come out towards Nathan Byrne, back to Shane McGarry. So St. Barry's still probing. Clan now have 15 players back. You see there's nobody up front for Clanagale at all. So Killian Campbell has resorted to going high over towards Cawley. Cawley, can he get possession? There's Cian Quinn going down on it. Quinn gets it somehow. Still Cian Quinn has support outside with Cawley. Looks at the post, left-footed kick. And that's out to the left and wide. It can't be kept in play by the St. Barry's player. And it goes wide. So 6 wide for St. Barry's. Score remains 9 points to Clan. St. Barry's 7 points. And 13 minutes left.
Yeah, Cian Quinn had a shout for a free there, and I thought he was having his hand held there as he was in possession. Killian Campbell tried to change things up, as you were saying, they were going over and back. He tried to change things up, put a ball over the top, and it did create something for them, but unfortunately it tailed wide.
So John Murta is on for St. Barry's, again, a lot of experience back in 2007. He was on that team that won the championship, and he is taking up station in the full forward position. So Kyle Cawley and Murtagh there, both a lot of experience, a lot of play down through the years. St. Barry's in the full forward line. They need that now, and the referee has his hand raised. It's an advantage being played for Clan Gael, and with 12 minutes to go, Clan have that 2-point advantage, which seems like a big lead in this sort of a game.
In this sort of a game, yeah, well put. In this sort of a game, it is really, because we don't look like getting any goals. Now that can change as the game wears on.
Nice pass by Graham Pettit into Tomas O'Neill, and they have a chance here outside for Gavin. Back into McNamara. Got a point a moment ago. Dinked inside.
Ball.
Chance of a goal now for Clan. Here comes the shot, and it's sent over the bar. The space was there, but Clan have taken the point, and it's a big score for Clan Gael. It gives them a 3-point cushion now as we approach the final 10 minutes of the second half here in Hyde Park. They worked it well. The option was there maybe to try for a goal, but no, instead they sent it over the bar, and that's the man who's wearing number 8, Ronan Gavin. He's just in, and he's got his name on the board. 3 points between the two teams, and we have 11 minutes left to play. This is Diffley charging through the centre. A great run by Diffley. Still Diffley. The crowd exhort him to keep going. Chance of a goal here for Barry's, really. And it's sent over. It's Cawley with the score in the end. But what about that for a run by Owen Diffley through the heart of the Clan defence? And Cawley, just for a moment, you thought maybe the chance was there for the goal, but it sliced off his boot over the bar.
Yeah, well, didn't I say it a minute ago? It didn't look like we were getting any goal chances. And then a goal chance for both teams. A great dink pass in over the top by Rian McNamara. Nearly got them in on goal. They took the point. And the same the other side. Diffley, I've said it now a couple of times. He's big player for them, and he kind of comes in and out of the game, but when he's in it, he really hurts Clan Gael, and he's been a big part in a lot of their scores. So what are we back to? 10-8?
2-point game, 10-8. And we have just over 10 minutes left to play. Clan Gael on the attack here now with Luke Gavin. Luke brings it up towards the left half forward side of the field along the sideline. Clan probing down that extra width into their game here in Hyde Park. Nice dink pass in by Gavin McManus towards Rian McNamara, challenged by Nathan Byrne, and Dean Rogan wins that ahead of Ronan Gavin. Dean Rogan there collects it. Referee blows his whistle. It's a free out for St. Barry's, taken by Dean Rogan quickly to David Keenan. Owen Diffley looks for the ball, but a good charge down there by the Clan man. It's a sideline kick for St. Barry's to get on with the play quickly. This is Owen Diffley now. He's got the pace to run at Clan. So Owen Diffley charging again through the centre. Tackled by Graham Pettit and Carl Shine. He goes down, he's fouled, and he's really coming to the fore in the game, Michael. Owen Diffley.
Yeah, he is.
Those runs, menacing runs, that's one thing that's hurting Clan.
Yeah, ever since he got their first point 20 minutes into the first half, and ever since then, really, anytime he's been in the game, Barry's have looked like they'd be a threat. So he's a massive player for them, no doubt about it. And if I suppose the next 10 minutes, they got the ball to him quickly that time. I'd imagine there's a message on the sideline saying get it to him as much as possible, because Clan are struggling to live with him at the moment.
So John Murtagh with the kick now to narrow the gap down to a point. He's taken on free-taking responsibility from Emma Conroy. So John Murtagh with the kick is sent in, and the umpires consult. They agree it's a point for St. Barry's. John Murtagh has got it in the 51st minute, 9 minutes to go, and it's back to a 1-point game. 10 points at Clan Gael, 9 points at St. Barry's. It's anybody's game, Michael.
Anybody's game. It's not. You look at every time we feel like maybe Clan could pull away. They maybe have a couple of misses, but Barry's keep coming back. Barry's are showing great heart because they've gone through a few bad spells in the game, but they keep coming back. So
Gavin McManus has gone off the Clan team, and Cian Fallon, the right full forward, named at right full forward, is on. Cian Fallon, number 13 for Gavin McManus, number 12. 8 minutes to go. Point between the two teams. Kick out in the middle of the field. St. Barry's have it. They go now in the search of an equaliser. This is Killian Campbell down the left half forward side of the field. Killian Campbell cuts inside his man. There's for David Keenan. Will he go for a score? No, dinks it low to Cawley. The danger man inside. Cawley with the kick. He's sent it in, but the goalkeeper has it. It's into the arms of Declan McManus, and now Clan Gael can transition and counter-attack. Good tackle there by Cawley on Oisin Rock. Still Oisin Rock needs to get rid of it. Cian McManus there to assist. Into the centre it goes. Clan still find it hard to get the ball out of there. And it's John Murtagh putting the pressure on Darragh Egan, the captain. Anywhere will do for Egan. And there's Diffley getting the ball. Diffley first the ball. Chips it up beautifully over the far side. Shrugs his man out of the way. Diffley along the sideline. in it goes to Cawley, and it breaks away from him, out over the end line, and this game has really come to life.
It really has. Great energy, great buzz about Barry's at the moment. They're flying into tackles. Murta, in fairness, they're really, Darragh Egan thought he had time on the ball, but Murta really forced them into trying to rush clearance away. They've turned the ball over, Barry's. They need to be getting scores, though, from these kind of big plays, from the great energy. They look on top around the middle sector at the moment. They're on top energy-wise. Can they convert that now and get back on parity? But there's definitely, you can see a bit of belief, I suppose. It probably is. They're seeing they're right in the game. There's 8-9 minutes left. They've got the belief in them now, it looks like, and they're really going for it.
7 minutes left. The clock tells us Pádraig Halpin will take the 45. There's a chance of an equaliser here. But a great win. That man Diffley again, Michael, he won that broad bravely over there. Like it was a 50-50. Diffley got there first, and it just... when it got to Cawley, it just spilled away from him momentarily. The chance was lost.
Yes, no, they got a 45 out of it, and they'll have a chance from that. But yeah, just those big plays, if you can come away with a point at all from it just keep your momentum up. So listen, I now there's a bit of a pause here for this injury, which I think Clan will be delighted with, because the energy levels around the place are all in favour of Barry's at the moment, and momentum is with them.
Yeah, so Kyle Cawley, the player who's gone down injured, and he has really made a big impact for St. Barry's in the game. So Pádraig Halpin with a chance of an equaliser. Can he make it from the 45, slightly right of centre? And here he comes. He approaches the kick. Pádraig Halpin, it's floating in. It's landing. Is it going to land over? It's landing to the left. It's kept in play. Graham Petty goes down on it. He's tackled as he goes down on the ball. It's going to be a free out. Killian Campbell penalised. So free out for Clan on their own end line there. Darragh Egan to take it. And it wasn't too far away.
No, it was a fine strike, to be fair to him now.
So Darragh Egan, this is Clan with the...
Big press by Barry's here, right?
Yeah, Darragh Egan gives it back to the goalkeeper. So Declan McManus making himself available. John Murta applies the pressure on the goalkeeper. And Declan McManus is bottled up. And he threw the ball. It's a free in for St. Barry's on the 20-metre line. Corey Tiernan spotted it. Michael Finn on his club mate. It's Dominic spotted it. It's a free in for St. Barry's and a chance of an equaliser in the county final with almost 5 minutes left to play. And how about that? It's a chance for John Murta to kick his second free since his introduction and to make it a level game, bring parity into this King of Moffat Junior Finals. Here comes Murta with the kick, and over the bar it goes. We're level here in Hyde Park. A grandstand finish in Prospect. 5 to go. It's 10 points Clanagale. St. Barry's 10 points, but the one thing is St. Barry's have never got in front of this game.
No, they haven't, but now the momentum is definitely with them. They're back on level terms. They're really getting rewarded for pressing high up the pitch. I hope they keep it up now.
Declan McManus with the kick out, possession vital, Shine the target, and Shine catches it again. A brilliant catch with Shine. He's got 4 of those from the sky today. Cathal Shine, so much skill and talent there for Cathal Shine, and he's brought the free forward, the referee, because the St. Barry's players didn't retreat. So Cathal Shine now taking his time with the free, sends it over to the left hand side. St. Barry's defending Clan on the attack. Cathal Shine once more. Shane McGarry puts the pressure on. Still Cathal Shine bursting through, goes down, offloads there to Luke Gavin. It's Cian McManus. So Clan probing still, looking for the lead score. Once more Shane McGarry puts in the tackle, and he's been penalised. A free in for Clanagale. A free in, a foul there on Cian Fallon.
He kind of slipped
Shane
into
McGarry,
him,
and it's going to be a free for Clanagale. Probably about maybe 32, 33 metres out from goal, about 15, 20 metres in from the terrace side of the field, kicking into the hospital end. And a chance now for Clan to go back in front, and Cian McManus is the player to take it. Is he going to go short? He does. To Rian McNamara. He can take the return pass, make it easier for Cian. Back to Rian McNamara. He's got a score already. He sends it in high. It's dropping. The goalkeeper, Oisin Fallon, has it. He gets his pass out towards the right half back on that side of the field. Emmett Burke, he's in a tricky position. Gets it to Trevor Murta. Trevor Murta goes for the Mo Giroux. A big long ball up towards David Keenan. Racing out there is the centre back, but Keane Rogan gets it from Keenan. Rogan sends it long up towards the full forward. It bounces high. Murta is there. Murta is brought down. Referee says play on. Cian Quinn with the possession. Chance for St. Barry's to go in front. Killian Campbell. Brilliant block down once more. Still St. Barry's, but the referee has given St. Barry's a free in. Would you believe it? What about that for excitement? The clearance from Trevor Murta. The bravery of Keenan. Rogan was on the loop. They went forward and it was anybody's ball. It bounced over the Clan's fullback, and there was John Murta to get it with Killian Campbell. Referee spotted a foul, and Murta has a chance for the first time in the game with 3 minutes to go for St. Barry's to take the lead.
Yeah, Oisin Rock is cursing his luck there because he's after making a fantastic block. But the ref has obviously pulled it back for a free that he saw just before that. As you say, a chance to take the lead. Who would have thought it, like Ray, early on the first half, even up to halfway in the first half, we were thinking this is a poor old game. But it's really improved, I suppose, incrementally all the way through. And now we're getting a real humdinger of a finish. The amount of action that's going on from one end of the field to the other, players flying into tackles, like even the play from David Keenan to keep that ball in play. And this is a big one.
John Murtha, one of the biggest kicks of his career. He's got 2 already, straight in front of the post, 25, 26 metres out, to put his team in front in the county final. Here he comes. It's in, off the upright, and over!
Oh.
Off the post and over the bar it goes. Murtha has put St. Barry's into the lead with 2 minutes left to play, plus stoppage time. We'll surely have a couple of minutes of stoppage time as well.
Yeah.
Clan 10 points, St. Barry's 11 points. Declan McManus with the kick out. Will we have extra time? That's another thing. As he kicks it out towards the left-hand side, out over the sideline. St. Barry's have the line ball, Michael.
Yeah, wow. Well done, John Murtha, just about snuck it in. But to get that turnover again, Clan will be kicking themselves. They should have gone to Cathal Shine there because he's been so dominant in the air. I don't know how they didn't go to him on that kick out.
So St. Barry's are making another substitute. I think is it Dean Rogan is coming off, the number 4. And
Dean Rogan's played very well.
And they're introducing their number 18, Paul Byrne. So Paul Byrne for Dean Rogan. Dean Rogan has had a great game.
Yeah.
And he's coming off. So Paul Byrne with number 18. So the ball is played up towards Cawley. Cawley gets it in that right full forward position. Barry's hold on to the ball. A minute left on the clock. Shane McGarry with possession. St. Barry still in possession over the far side of the field. Up it goes towards Cian Quinn with Graham Pettit. Over their head it goes to Campbell now. Cian Campbell on the 30-metre line. Goes for the outside of the boot, across the face of goal, and wide. It'll be a kick out for Clanagale. 30 seconds of normal time left to play in the King of Moffat Roscommon Junior Final 2024. How long injury time will we have? We haven't seen the board yet, so it's a kick out for Declan McManus, but as Cillian Campbell has gone down injured on the Clan 30-metre line, it'll break up the play.
Yeah, I don't know, did he pull up with a bit of cramp after striking that ball, or has he tweaked something in his calf? He took on the shot there now. I think maybe it was a bit speculative at that stage. He could have even advanced and maybe fisted it over the bar. 1 point in it. Big kick out for Clan now. I was mentioning Cathal Shine has been very dominant out there whenever they've played it to him. You'd imagine they'll go for him now.
So Cillian Campbell has gone off the field to play. They'll surely try to get it out towards Cathal Shine. He's been exceptional in the game. He's got at least 4 fantastic catches in the middle. So McManus goes long. It's hanging in the middle of the field. Shine's underneath it. McGarry is there. Again, that man Shine. What a catch by Cathal Shine. He takes the mark. He brings the ball forward. The referee, because the St. Barry's men didn't retreat. So Cathal Shine looks up. He sends it short now to Luke Gavin on the 45. He's tackled there by McVeigh. Back it goes to Cathal Shine. An equaliser for Shine, is it? Shot comes in and it's over the bar. A brilliant score. Cathal Shine with the score. Fantastic. All the experience, Michael. He caught it. He won the free. He won the mark. Brought it forward. Set up the play. Got the return straight over the bar.
It's one thing, I suppose, Barry's knowing what he's going to do, and another thing trying to stop it. You could see a mile away. He was gearing up for that outside the boot shot again.
So
great
will there be a winner in normal time as Trevor Murtagh sends it long up towards the right half forward side, but it's gone out of play. We've a minute of stoppage time already played. I haven't seen the board. We haven't seen the board yet. There'll surely be another couple of minutes. And Clan on the attack now. What drama we have here. Cian McManus up towards the left full forward side of the field. This is Clan now, searching for the lead score deep in stoppage time. Will there be a winner in normal time, or will we go to extra time? There will be extra time if it's a draw, and there will be a replay if there is no winner in. There'll be 3 minutes. So we have a minute and a half left to play. A minute. Owen Diffley's down, injured. A minute and a half left to play. Clan on the attack here. This is Evan Quinn, the number 6, in search of a victory for the Clanagale men for the 7th time. They've got a minute now and 15 seconds to search for this winner. They'll take their time.
Well, the more they slow this down, actually, the more it means if they get a shot off, it could be a winner. There won't be enough time for Barry's to go again, you'd imagine. But here they have it.
The pass is intercepted over there in the right full back position. And now Barry's can counter-attack. Owen Diffley. He's got Murtagh up front. He's got Cawley. He's got McGarry in the middle. Murtagh goes for it himself, Diffley, but it's blocked down. And it's going to be kept in play there by the Clan men. We've 50 seconds left on the clock here. What drama at the end of this county final. Clan now can bring it forward. Owen Diffley shot brilliantly blocked down there by the Clan men. So Clan with possession. Cahill Shine, that man again. Over there in the left half backside. Darry Egan gets his pass forward. Tomas O'Neill goes down. He's pushed in the back. Free for Clanagale. Emmett Burke penalised. And we have 25 seconds. It'd be a shame for either team to lose
It would, to be fair, now.
in normal time.
Yeah, it really would. I think a draw would be a fair result at this stage. I'm up for extra time. You?
Absolutely, and I'm sure the viewers at home and around the world would love another 20 minutes of football here. But it's 15 seconds to go. It's enough for Clan to win it. This may be the chance for Clanagale. They've got Conor Sheehan to Graham Pettit. There's a player inside on his own. A chance for Clan. Luke Gavin to Keane McManus. Can he get the winner? Now to Tomas O'Neill, 40 metres out. The next scorer will win this game. This is McNamara. We play on still. We're in stoppage time. Conor Sheehan with the ball. This is Keane McManus. The 3 minutes are over. It's played into the 20-metre line. So Barry's have it. Referee blows the whistle. It's over. It's over. And we will have extra time here in Hyde Park. What excitement. What drama. It looked like Clan were going to snatch it at the end, but a good defensive play there by St Barry's man. Got a fist to it, and Pádraig Tiernan says, right lads, well done, let's give you 20 minutes more.
Yeah, and geez, you'd be relieved actually, because he could have easily blown a free into Clan. It was so tight there of a finish. Great defensive effort by Barry's, and it would have been a killer for them to have got pipped at the line there after a great second half effort.
Credit, Michael, to both teams.
Both teams, I'd agree with.
I'd agree with you. Football played on both sides.
Yeah, and it ebbed and flowed, and a bit like the first half, Clan had gone ahead. They went ahead in the second half, and you thought, right, are they going to kick on? But Barry's came back. Yeah, really good game.
So to use the phrase, they've kept the best wine till last. Both teams, they really was an exciting second half. It was 4 points apiece at half time. The game never really came to life. It was like, it was so, the pace, the intensity wasn't there.
No,
whatever.
exactly.
But in the second half, Clan got 3 points early on. The Barrys came back and got a few points as well. And St Barry's went ahead then, just in the last couple of minutes there. John Murt is free off the upright and over. But that man, Cahill Shine, if his team wins today, he's had a monumental game.
Big impact on the game. Listen, he's a super player, super pair of hands on him. He's not moving maybe as well as he used to, or as freely as he used to, but crikey, if you get the ball near him, he's going to do damage. So he's catching ball, and then at the other end he's got 2 shooting opportunities, and he's nailed them. He loves that outside of the boot shot. So listen, just super overall to be 11 all, 7 all in the second half. It reflects the better quality compared to the first half. The quality went up, but I think both teams really took the shackles off and went for lads flying into challenges. There were mistakes, but there was also lots of really good play. So really exciting, and I'm looking forward to lovely day here in the Hyde. Conditions are good, and to get an extra 20 minutes of football, I'm delighted.
Beautiful day in the Hyde, big crowd over there on the far side, and both sets of supporters really got involved in the game, especially in the last 15 minutes. That's so exciting. And we thought for a minute maybe John Murtagh's kick would be enough for the cup to go to Scramog or Tarmarbarry, but up stepped the Clan men. They came back. Tomas O'Neill has had a fantastic game there up on the full forward line, and they got the equalising score to level it up 11 points apiece. So Clan in a huddle over on the far side, St Barry's in a huddle down this side. So wherever you are watching the game in the world, if you're in Ireland or Great Britain, the United States, Australia or Canada, or even further afield, I hope you're enjoying this game, because both teams, Collie Clark's team and Niall Lennon's team, are serving up a thriller of a game, a thriller of a contest here in the King and Moffat Roscommon Junior Football Final for 2024. It was 4 points apiece at the break. It's 11 points apiece at full time. We're into 20 minutes now of extra time, and 2 periods of 10 minutes each. If there is no winner at the end of those 20 minutes, we will have a replay. So will the final go to replay? Only time will tell. I suppose, Michael, fitness and substitutions are always a factor when you come to extra time, isn't it? Like, the bench will be a big issue, I'd imagine. Yeah,
massive, and this will be both management teams will be scrambling. You see the Barry's lads in huddle here, the management team, and I think same with Clan lads. You don't have much time here. In fact, the last couple extra time games I've seen, teams have gone inside to the dressing room for a few minutes. They're scrambling just to see, right, who's fit, who can keep playing. Technically, you can put out a whole new 15 if you want for the start of extra time, but they're just trying to scramble and see who's fit, who's down with cramp. Because I thought a couple of Barry's lads looked like they were struggling towards the end, like Diffley went down late on and Cawley did as well. So that could be a worry for them.
There's a great score by John Murtagh. He kicked 3 great points.
3 frees very in quick succession.
Before that, we saw Kyle Cawley, who made a big impact in the game. He was really busy. And this was the one, I think, maybe to put level things up. John Murtagh again made an impact
it was
from the 20-metre line. And here he comes. He sends that through the post to make it 10 points apiece, and St. Barry's level. They had gone 3 behind in the second half again, if I'm not mistaken. It was 4 behind in the first half. And this is John Murtagh with the kick almost with time up, maybe a minute and a half to go. And with the aid of the right upright, you'll see now he puts his team in the lead for the first time in the game. And there we have St. Barry's in the lead for the first time, 11 points to 10 as they approach the final whistle. But fairness to Clonagale, they know how to work an equaliser. This is Cathal Shine with that equaliser. He's caught the ball from the kick out from Declan McManus. And what about that for a score? Cathal Shine, as good as ever he scored.
Yeah, well, he's done plenty of them down through the years, hasn't he? Great score. And I think Murtagh coming on there, in fairness to him, I was looking at the substitution thinking I thought they might have needed Conroy for the frees, but obviously Murtagh's taken them over. And listen, the frees he'd probably expect to kick himself. But in that kind of pressure, it's quite difficult. And having come on the pitch just as a sub, he's done very well to kick the points. He's also been an impact in general play. He forced a turnover. He won another long ball in. So that was a big boon, I suppose, for Barry's, because we had been saying, I think I said earlier in the second half, that Clan might have a stronger bench. But Barry's got a good bit off their bench. So listen, it's great to be looking forward to extra time. I don't know what will happen as regards, will we see much of either bench in the first half extra time.
Michael, put your manager hat on. You've been there with the Scommon ladies and Westmeath as well, and down to the years, all the experience. What would you be saying to the players now? It's like a new game, it's like nil up, but what would you be saying to them at this stage here as they approach extra time? Yeah,
well, listen, everything's been helter-skelter on the pitch in the last 5 minutes of that game, and you're trying to calm things down actually, and you're probably trying to stick to 1 or 2 key messages. You'll be looking at what was working for you. For instance, Clonagale, I'm sure they'll want to get back to their basics on the kick out, keep hitting it to Cathal Shine in the middle of the field. They'll keep that basic, and when they win ball, they look like they're scoring, so they'll want to keep things very similar to what they're doing. Just make sure to get back on top of the kick-outs. And Barry's the same. You'll just try and whittle it down to a couple of key messages. You don't want to, because listen, after playing 60 minutes, players' heads are fried, their bodies are fried, so you don't want to give too many messages at this time. So it's can you just calm things down, a couple of simple messages, and rally the troops to go out for another massive big effort. There won't be any need for motivation. Like it's county final day, it's an extra time. You know it's a given that everyone will just put their body on the line. It's just who can show that bit more composure in the first half extra time. And that's why often, I think, Ray, we do see fairly cagey periods of extra time. Now hopefully that doesn't happen, and we've had a few great periods of extra time in the championship so far this year.
And not least Michael Glavies and Roscommon Gales.
They tore into it.
What a game, a brilliant game from both, and with extra time there as well. But I suppose, Michael, the big question I suppose our viewers will be wondering, and we're wondering ourselves, is will there be a goal in this game? That is the question. A goal will probably win it for either team.
It probably would, looking at the scoring rate.
A couple of points added on maybe.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with you.
That's a big thing. Can either team muster up and manufacture a goal in this extra time? Yeah,
and you'd imagine the chances will come because... Nice few sweets for us there, they're needed to keep us going. You'd imagine the chance will come because the bodies are getting that bit more tired. There's a few more gaps beginning to appear. You'd imagine the chance they'll come. From that point of view, I think Clan are just better at playing that little dink ball in over the top. I think they're better at that. Rian McNamara hit a few lovely passes in the second half there. He came into the game, so maybe I won't go down the prediction route again. I'm coming up short on them all the time. Listen, just hope we get more quality like we did, especially in that second half.
Yeah, it's been a humdinger of a second half. Credit to the management teams on both sides. Credit to the players. What about that for fair, Michael? You know, they gave it everything. No quarter asked or given, nothing held back. Both teams put their bodies on the line to win that ball, to try and engineer score, to win that trophy. And Clan with Cathal Shine stepping up to the mark. What about that for that equalising score? When it looked lost for Clan maybe to an extent, but Clonagale got the equaliser to make it 11 points apiece. And referee Pádraig Tiernan, let's give credit to the ref, Michael. He's done a great job on the game.
Yeah, big time. Like, there was no major controversial incidents. No. He was up with the play. He was quick with his decisions. All right, anything we thought was a free, in fairness, he looked to be on the money calling. And I think you're right there about the game and the way everyone threw themselves into it, especially in the second half. I think the first half was a cagier affair, but the second half, really good game of football. really lots of honest, hard hitting in it as well.
And sometimes, Michael, extra time take on a world of their own.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hope sometimes one team can maybe pull away off, and
Yeah.
at times I hope it doesn't happen. I
Yeah,
hope
same
both teams. I
as,
hope
yeah.
it's a great game, but we'll
Hope
just
so.
see what this next 20
Yeah,
minutes
yeah,
will
very.
provide us with here in Hyde Park. The two teams have provided us with great entertainment, great honest effort on both sides. It's a new game, as you said, Michael, and two teams maybe handing in the team sheets there to the referee, Pádraig Tiernan. And maybe the toss has taken place already. I don't know, but it should be another toss for ends and what way teams will play in the opening period of extra time. So Pádraig Tiernan going through the administration part of extra time here in Hyde Park. This is the second big game in succession, Hyde Park. We've gone to extra time. Of course, I mentioned earlier the Michael Glavies and Roscommon Gales game, which was an absolutely terrific match here on RosGATV.ie. This coverage brought to you in association, of course, with the Leyden brothers, Tomás and Angus from Roscommon Town. They'll be hoping Roscommon Gales tomorrow on RosGATV will be able to bring the Fahy Cup back to Roscommon for the first time since 2004. But will it be Pearse's for the third time since 2019? And of course, they met with Roscommon Gales in that 2019 final. So we're going to have the toss here. Darragh Egan is going to be there with Owen Diffley, and we'll just see now who's going to win. And we see the flags fluttering from right to left towards the town end. So it looks like Clan won the toss. They're going to play right to left, down towards the town end, with the aid of whatever breeze is in it. So Darragh Egan, we could clearly see him signal towards the town scoreboard end here in Hyde Park. And Michael, a great game in prospect again tomorrow, the senior final with Gales and Pearse's, just as we wait for this game to come back on.
Yeah, I hope it's a good game, Ray. Really hope it is. Now, I don't know, the weather forecast isn't fantastic, which could have a big bearing on the game then. Pearse's tend to be, I hate to say, tend to be involved in dour enough games. They like to play a slow game, and if they get ahead early on, I'd be afraid it could be a slow enough kind of pace to a game. On the other hand, if we could ever see the Gales get ahead early on and make Pearse's chase the game, then all bets are off, and we could have a great game. Like I was in predicting the outcome of the semi-final. I thought Glavies and Gales, I couldn't have seen that being such a great game, but it opened up and both teams tore into it. And we've had a lot of great games this year throughout the championship at all levels, so hopefully more the same.
That game tomorrow live on RosGATV. And remember also, win a house in Kildare. If you enter the draw between now and midnight tomorrow night, and anybody that has already entered the draw, there is has bought a ticket for the winner house in Kildare. It's €100. There's 15,000 entries, and the draw will be on the 30th of December in the Hudson Bay Live on Facebook Live. That's when the ultimate draw will take place. But there is a draw for anybody that has bought a ticket by midnight tomorrow night for a night, 2 nights for two for in any Hudson Bay hotel, and a dinner as well. So great prize as well. As Pádraig Tiernan goes over there to the St Barry's bench, we'll just see. Maybe he's asking the subs to stay in the dugout there. So we're ready to go almost for the for the extra time here in Hyde Park. It's Clonagale and St Barry's for the King and Moffat Roscommon Junior Football Championship of 2024. Will it be the men from the south, Drum, Clonown and Johnstown, or will it be the men from the east of the county in Scramog and Tarmanbarry? So Pádraig Tiernan still over there on the sideline. We're still waiting for the game to start for extra time.
Have they not is it the team sheet? I'd say he has to get a new team sheet in. Is he waiting on, are the lads writing that out maybe?
That could be it, Michael, I think. And I suppose, thinking back on the St Barry's championship victories, they've never really gone to extra time.
No,
so,
there he is.
So first time in 1969, St Barry's beat Orden in the junior final. They beat the great Michael Glavies team in the semi-final, Dermot Early's team in 69. Yeah, Tommy Cox from Rooski scored the winning goal. Great team, Paddy Gearty, John McGowan was on that team. Seamus Lannon, Anthony McHugh, Johnny McHugh, some fantastic players. And great win for St Barry's back in 1969. Finian Reynolds as well. Late PJ Walsh as well. So a great team for St Barry's back in 1969 to win their first junior championship. Of course, they won in 1996. And they won in 1998 and again in 2007. John McGowan involved so heavily. John McGowan, he's Mr. Terma.
He is, he's Mr. And if you mention Barry's to anyone around the county or even further afield, I'd say John McGowan's probably the first name that comes to mind.
And synonymous with St. Bridget's, St. Dominic's as well.
When we won the intermediate in 2007, John was in with us. I'd been lucky to have John at CBS as well a few years before that in Roscommon.
So we're on again. Pádraig Tiernan throws the ball in. Graham Pettit, for the third time, I think, today, has got a A win from the throw-in. Cian McManus now. Clan on the attack in extra time. Who will it be? Will it be Clan? Will it be St. Bridget's? This is Evan Quinn for St. Barry's rather, and Evan Quinn back to Conor Sheehan. St. Barry's, affectionately known as the Barry's, down in the east part of County Roscommon. So St. Barry's against Clanagale in extra time. Clan in search of the opening score of the first period of extra time. Graham Pettit. Pace has dropped a little bit already, Michael. You can see there teams conserving their energy as Ronan Gavin plays the ball in towards Conor Sheehan, who also came on as a substitute in the second half. Up towards Tomas O'Neill. Tomas O'Neill does really well to wriggle his way through from away from two markers. This is Ronan Gavin once more. St. Barry's with 12 players back behind the ball now. Ronan Gavin dinks a nice pass over the top to McNamara. That's the second mark. Second mark won by McNamara. He got a point from his first mark in the second half of normal time. So a chance now for Rian McNamara to put Clanagale back in front in extra time. Here he comes. Right-footed kick. Swings it in nicely. It's landing short. Off the post. A bit of uncertainty there. Off the post. And St. Barry's, a bit of a let-off there for them as Oisin Fallon maybe thought the ball was going wide. So Tomas O'Neill takes it past McVeigh. Into the centre it goes. Clan with a chance of a lead here from Cian Fallon. High dropping ball, but out to the right and wide. I think Oisin Fallon thought that ball was going to go wide at the post.
Yeah, I think, he did. It looked like that, and then just at the last minute, I don't know, did he end up getting a hand to it, but it came out. A bit of a scare for Barry's. It's definitely started a bit of a slower pace. I'm looking out, I don't see any changes. I think it seems to be the same lineup as finished normal time for both teams.
Yeah, so Clan with that kick out from Oisin Fallon. This is Graham Pettit with the ball on the 65. Up the field it goes. This is right half back Rory Colgan now with Graham Pettit for support. Graham has Ronan Gavin to his left, but Graham keeps the ball. Nice ball out to here. Shine once more, dinks it high. It's a favourite. It's a back's ball, as I say. And Pádraig Halpin was that back or defender, and he won the ball. And now St. Barry's have space to run into. This is Diffley. He's got the pace. Cian McManus in pursuit. Diffley with a chance of the lead for St. Barry's, and he's done it. A great finish by Owen Diffley, but Halpin was the man who made it
great
there.
Play by Halpin.
The ball was played high by Cathal Shine. Halpin got a fist to it, and there was Diffley. He was never going to be caught, and he has kicked Barry's into the lead once more.
Yeah, and Clan will be kicking themselves. Diffley's obviously such a big player for them. How did they leave him in so much space?
Kick out by McManus, broken down by McGarry. St. Barry's have the ball once more, and they're on the attack. They're inside the 45-metre line. This is Keenan to Quinn. Cian Quinn with the kick, left-footed. It's high. Where's it going to land? It's gone to the left and it's gone wide. So Cian Quinn with the chance. It's gone to the left and wide. So St. Barry's winning the kick out from that point, and referee holding up the play for another substitute to take place. It looks like St. Barry's are going to introduce another player on their team. So we see there that Fiacre Levy for Emmett Burke. So Fiacre Levy, he can count himself unlucky to be taken off. He must have been injured or carrying a knock, but he had a very good 45 minutes.
Or maybe it was a managerial masterstroke to keep him fit for extra time.
So Cian McManus won that kick out from Declan McManus. He's driving forward, Clan behind at the moment. Fiacre Levy doing the pressuring. Sends it long up towards Cian Fallon. It's broken away from him by Nathan Byrne. Is it going to be kept in play? Killian Campbell pushed in the back. Free out for St. Barry's there in their left half-back position. And we have 4 minutes almost on the clock in extra time. St. Barry's 12 points, Clanagale 11 points. And we see players going down there. We see Nathan Byrne going down. And maybe cramp could be an issue in this extra time as David Keenan gets the ball, goes past his man up towards Diffley. Diffley tackled by Ronan Gavin. Still Owen Diffley has been inspirational in the second half for Barry's. This is now David Keenan. In the middle is O'Boyle. O'Boyle inside the 45-metre line. Back it goes to Keenan once more. Thought about the shot. Decided to hang on to the possession. Still David Keenan. David Keenan to O'Boyle. St. Barry's hanging on to the ball. Game management now. Still a long way to go in this game. Midway point in the first period. This is now McGarry. A chance for him. He's got Murty inside. Chance of a lead score for Barry's. Back to McGarry. It's a goal chance, but he sides the fist it over the bar. And Shane McGarry has put Barry's 2 points to the good here at Hyde Park. And for the first time today, St. Barry's have a 2-point lead. Yeah,
and one of their best moves of the day. You know, they kept possession very well. They probed for the opening. When they got it, they bolted straight through it. That lad McGarry had a good chance of kicking a point, but he took an extra pass, and it worked out very well for them.
Declan McManus' kick out works out okay for Clanagale. They're trailing by 2 points. The first time that has happened in this match. Now they need a response. Cian Fallon wins it in front of his man. He does well. He's under a lot of pressure from Nathan Byrne. He gets away from Nathan Byrne. This is Cian Fallon down the left-hand side. Reaches the 45. He's got a runner inside in the middle. That's a nice ball in by Cian Fallon. And cut out there well by a St. Barry's man. And Pádraig Halpin can go down on the ball and bring it out. So Pádraig Halpin with the possession. Plays it back into the centre to Trevor Murtha. 13 points to 11, 4.5 minutes left in the first period of extra time. St. Barry's on the attack now with Aidan O'Boyle, the midfielder. He needs to carry the ball because he has nobody with him ahead of him. So it's Shane McGarry who got that point. St. Barry's looking a bit more composed now in this first 5 minutes of extra time. Killian Campbell with the ball. He's got Cawley outside him. He fisted back, but not far enough to McGarry. And it's won there by Luke Gavin. He's turned over by Shane McGarry. Barry's have it back. Killian Campbell with the possession. So still remaining 13 points to 11. 4 minutes left in the first period of extra time. Owen Diffley to Kieran McVeigh. He's got space. Space is opening up for him. Can he run into it? Can he take a chance, take a shot? This is McVeigh. Decides against taking a shot. Back it goes to Keenan. Keenan thought about the shot. Now he goes for it. Keenan with the kick. Keenan with the shot. And Keenan with the score. What about that for a kick by David Keenan? And Carl Shine rolling back the years at one end. David Keenan at the other. He's had an exceptional game as well.
David's been brilliant in fairness, and everything Barry's have been involved in. He's usually has had his hands on it. Rarely takes on the shot. He always looks to get someone in a better position. That time there was no one near him, and he said he'd swing a boot at it, and he struck it over. Great point. 3 points, massive lead in the context of this game.
So Nathan Byrne has gone off. That's an injury, hamstring injury it looked like. And Rory Humston, wearing number 25, is on the field of play for St. Barry's in this county final. Rory Humston comes in for Nathan Byrne, and Clan make another switch as well. They're taking off the right half back Rory Colgan, and they're bringing on their number 20, and that is David Flynn. So David Flynn is on the field of play, the captain of the Roscommon minor team that won the All-Ireland in 2006. He's up against his former teammate David Keenan from that team as well. So David Flynn on the Clan team. So Clan need a score now. They're trailing by 3, 14 points to 11. 2.5 minutes left in the opening period. Cian McManus with the kick forward for Clanagale. To Graham Pettit now. Graham's got Conor Sheehan ahead of him. He's got McNamara as well. This is Rian McNamara on the 45. Back to Cian McManus. Looks to be pushed in the back. Free in for Clan. Just inside the 45-metre line. They need a score, Michael.
They do. Just need to stem the flow because it's all Barry's at the moment. They've really, that's possibly their best few minutes of play altogether in the whole game. Really, the last few minutes, Barry's have just been super and kicked some great scores. Big one for Clan now.
Cian McManus, he got a great score in the first half, and his team needs this one as we enter the last 2 minutes. A high kick, it's out to the right-hand side, and it's gone wide from Cian, and its score remains 14 points to St. Barry's, 11 points to Clanagale. Here in Hyde Park, Oisin Fallon will kick the ball out from the 20-metre line. And his team in a good position now, a minute and a half. Clan have not scored so far in extra time. So kick out towards Cian Quinn over on the far side of the field. There's Diffley as well. Diffley pushed. Referee says no foul.
Either way,
It's a line kick to Luke Gavin and Clanagale. This is Graham Pettit, has been an inspirational figure for Clan all through the match. He goes high with the ball, up towards Colshine. It's landing short. Up goes McNamara. There's a tussle on the ground for the ball. Referee says that's okay. Barry's man comes out. He's fouled. A free out for St. Barry's. Just outside the arc of the D. And the man that went down was Fiacre Levy. It's taken quickly. It's rushed, but it's working out okay for St. Barry's. Aidan O'Boyle has it. Up towards Killian Campbell. Tackled by Graham Pettit, fouled by Graham Pettit, a free for St. Barry's, and Killian Campbell gets on with the play quickly, up towards Cawley, this side of the field. Cawley out in front of his man, he does well to win that, shrugs off the challenge of Oisin Rock, gets it out to Keenan once more, he shrugs off the challenge, up towards to John Murtagh now, John Murtagh ahead of Darragh Egan, still John Murtagh, back to Cawley, nice pass out here to McVeigh, to Campbell, one player in front of him, this is Murtagh, runs into traffic, he's knocked off the ball, good tackle, the ball was played, and Clan can lift the siege and move the ball forward in search of a score. We have 15 seconds of the first period left in extra time. Clan with the ball and with the free just at the arc of their own D. We'll have 1 minute of additional time, and Clan now bring it forward with Luke Gavin. It's helter-skelter. It's a humdinger of a final. There isn't time to take a breather at all. Both teams really going for it. Clan with Tomas O'Neill. He's brought down. Referee says good tackle, play on. Clan still have the possession. Tomas O'Neill once more. He's sending it high towards Shine. Halpin's there. Halpin gets a fist to it. Out over the end line, but a free out. Halpin with got the vital touch, and he got the rewarded with the free out.
Yeah, Clan have just made, you see there the last couple of balls in for Clan have been into Cathal Shine, all right. They've changed.
That's a great ball forward. And here is Owen Diffley. He's got space in front of him. Owen Diffley has a chance maybe to put his team 4 ahead. This is Diffley with the kick. He sends it in. Over the black spot it goes. And Barry's are 4 points to the good in the county final against Clanagale. 15 points to 11 as we come to the end of the first period. And that man Owen Diffley again. What a game he's having for his team.
Yeah, what a first half of extra time for Barry's. Well, this by far the best they've been all game. Their attacking play has been much better. I just can't understand how Clanagale do not have Owen Diffley nailed down with 1 or even 2 markers, because he's so influential for them.
Yeah, 4 points for Owen Diffley. He got their first score of the game after 20 minutes, remember.
Yeah.
Clan were 4 points to no score ahead after 20 minutes. It took them 20 minutes to get going. I suppose a team not used to being in finals, Michael.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
It did take
cobwebs.
them a while. Yeah, a lot of cobwebs,
lot of
yeah.
nervousness. But when they got going, and this is, as you said, they've got 4 points without reply in the opening period of extra time, which is a great return from their point of view. But Clanagale, what will Niall Lennon be saying to them now?
Oh, well, structurally he'll have to change a couple of things. He'll have to stop Barry scoring, and the big thing is Owen Diffley has been a massive player, along with David Keenan, probably the 2 most important players on the Barry's team, or 2 most influential players today. And how they haven't nailed him, I don't know. When I say nail him, I mean they need to have a man marker on him because he's so influential. So I'd imagine that'll be one thing they'll do. They've put Cathal Shine back in full forward, so they'll go back. And I'd imagine they'll continue with that. They'll go back for the Route 1 football.
So this is Diffley now with the score.
Yeah.
And that's a great score by Owen Diffley. 4 points for him today from centre forward. And he takes the congratulations there from Kyle Cawley. This is John Murta on the ball. This is back to McGarry. Yeah. But credit the goalkeeper, I have to say. Yeah. Declan McManus. You see a lot of goalkeepers, Michael, they don't come out and close down the attacker. Yeah. But Declan McManus did what every good goalkeeper should do. Off the line, get out there, narrow. The quicker he gets out, the best chance he has of saving it or forcing the point from the fist post. This is a lovely score as well there from Keenan. So David Keenan. Of course, he won a Connacht Senior Championship, Michael, with you in 2010 against Sligo over in Castlebar, along with that All-Ireland and a few league titles. And here's Diffley.
Just what I mean about Diffley, loads of space.
And he finished that with aplomb, Owen Diffley. And he's been the talisman all through this game for St. Barry's. Owen Diffley, as you said, Michael, Clan have had difficulty curtailing the influence of Owen Diffley in the centre-forward position. Yeah,
and I suppose over the whole game, it has been, while it's ebbed and flowed, it has been fairly middle in the middle sector, fairly even in the middle sector, and it's just been dependent on who could break down the opposition at the other end. And Barry's were struggling to do that all game, but now that it has opened up and the defence is a bit freer, Barry's are taking advantage more so than Clan. You know, they're using that space well. They're keeping the ball. They're not kicking it away. They're working the scoring opportunities, and that's a great spell of the game for them now to get the 4 points. It's a huge lead at half time and extra time.
So Clan have to get the first score, Michael. Let's go without saying. They have to score, and they have to get maybe the second one as well, you know, because the longer it goes on, obviously, then they'll have to be in the goal-getting territory.
Yes.
But in the opening 3 or 4 minutes, surely they have to get 2 points at
if
least.
they can get a point or two, then they'd be fine. And because they have gone through periods in this game where they have tagged on 3 or 4 points, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility. But they do need to stop the flow first of all, which is shut down Barry's, and then decide how they're going to do. Are they going to go back to the Route 1, or are they going to try keep it through their hands, whichever way? But they'll need to be on point in the second half.
Michael, if you were St. Barry's, your colleague Clark and his backroom team there, you know, it's Gabriel Wallace and Jerry Farrell and Niall Tor. Are you going to say to them, just keep doing what you're doing, let's keep attacking? Or are you going to say, we're 10 minutes to go, game manager, let's try and close it out from 10 minutes? Is that too long, in my opinion?
I think it's way too long, and I think the natural thing is, and we've seen in a lot of games, teams especially looking for a first victory at a level like this would be massive for Barry's, and the inclination is to try and almost fall across the line and start holding onto the ball and just hope the 10 minutes runs down rather than going after it and trying to tag on scores. I think they need, while it's not an easy instruction to give, I think they need to keep driving on, look to tag on another 3 scores, because if they sit back, the danger is Clan had nabbed them with a goal and they could lose.
Yeah, so 10 minutes between St. Barry's victory in the Junior Championship for the first time since 2007, or a 7th for Clan. Last time was in 2020. McGarry breaks down. That's the first time the Barrys have won a throw-in this game. This is Aidan O'Boyle. Up the field it goes towards Killian Campbell now. He's in the left half forward position. O'Boyle continues his run, chased by Cian McManus. This is now Cawley showing for the ball. Cawley gets it. He's got Campbell in support. Campbell going across the 45, dinks it inside to Quinn now. Quinn, he's been, advantage being played. It's a free in for St. Barry's. The jersey tugged. Clan protest. Referee Porry Tiernan. It falls on deaf ears, the protest. A free in for St. Barry's and a chance for them to go 5 points to the good in the county final in the opening minute of the second period of extra time. So John Murtha is the man, again, entrusted with the kick. He's got 3 out of 3 so far. 39 years of age, John Murtha, of course, a veteran from 2007 and bidding for his second junior championship with St. Barry's this afternoon. He's a civil engineer by trade, John Murtha, and he's standing at the arc of the D. It's a massive kick, you would think, in the context of this game, if he can put the men from Tarmabarry and Scrambock 5 ahead. Here comes John Murtha with the kick, right-footed, in it goes. The umpire looks at it, and it's wide. It's wide. That could have been a big kick there for St. Barry's. Still 4 points in it. 15 points to the Barrys, 11 points to Clan.
Yeah, well, you had called it the Clan need to get a couple of points at the beginning of this second half, and that would have been a killer for them if Barrys had nailed that. But the Clan are still in it.
McGarry goes high in the middle. He breaks it down. Barrys win the break. That's Keenan again. What a performance Keenan has put in today, as has Diffley. This is Diffley, dinks it up towards Murtha on the edge of the square. John Murtha trying to get past his man, but he's shielded well there by Oisin Rock. Still St. Barry's hang on to the ball. Aidan O'Boyle calls for it in the middle of the field. This is Keenan. Still St. Barry's probing. Cawley back to Keenan once more. Keenan thought maybe about a shot. Hangs on to possession. John Murtha now. Replacement full forward for Emmett Conroy. St. Barry's hanging on to the ball with Diffley. There in the middle. Again is McVeigh. He's made an impact in the game. Kieran McVeigh. Still St. Barry's with possession. 2 minutes gone in extra time. That's a loose pass,
Yeah, very loose.
by O'Boyle, and possession back with David Flynn and Clanagale.